So, J. Ruse, you feel bad that you're the only one not wearing any kind of Christmas hat?
Ho, ho, ho!
What's there to feel bad about?
Satanism.
Oh, you should have been Satan Claus. I'm changing my bottom. It's one letter off.
You know what? Just because I'm not wearing a hat doesn't mean I'm not being festive.
Maybe he's Jewish.
I think
I've never asked. He may be.
He just spends too much time on his hair. He doesn't want to mess it up.
What's fun? Yeah, that's true. What's funny is I didn't think there were Puerto Rican Jews until the neighbors moved in across the street.
They're Puerto Rican Jews.
Yes, they're Puerto Rican Jews.
So let me ask you this: which are they first? Are they Puerto Rican first, or are they Jewish first? Like, which means more to them?
Or
no, it's
which,
like
no.
Like
which one means more to J. Ruse?
It's a terrible amalgamation of both, like the loud obnoxiousness of a Puerto Rican waving a Hanukkah flag outside their balcony.
What's a Hanukkah flag?
Do they speak Spanish?
They do, yes.
Okay, so they're better. They're better than you.
Yes,
they're better than you in every aspect.
You know
they're better Puerto Ricans than me. Yes.
Yeah, you're Uncle Juan, they're Uncle Avi.
You're like, dude, they're Puerto Rican and Jewish, and these guys are like, this guy don't even speak Spanish.
Exactly.
Mashugana.
Hey, what's up,
agita?
What's up, party people? Welcome to Enter the Realm, episode 74, the Realm Collectors video podcast. And boy, if you're not watching this on YouTube, you are missing out. Joining me tonight is Jackal Squad 1.25. Going across the bottom of my Google Hangout screen. Coming up first is the only one of us to figure out how to sell R.O.C merch and represent the holidays in fashion. The Brinkalizer himself, Brian Brink.
What's up, guys? How you guys doing?
Welcome, Brian.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Up next is the worst Puerto Rican in his neighborhood.
I used to be the only.
Wait, so where's non-Jewish
in my neighborhood?
Non-Jewish Puerto Rican in his neighborhood?
That's why he's mad that they moved. He's like, damn it, man. Now everybody's going to realize that I don't speak Spanish.
Yep.
So just got to defame them anyway. And they're Jewish.
The man who's looking for sprue marks by making them himself out of that runner right there. Mr. J. Ruse, how are you, sir?
I'm pretty good. I'm actually a little disappointed. Last week when Dan left the show, I was the first to be introduced. Now I'm second again.
I was like, Dan didn't leave last week, bro.
Yeah, wasn't it like 2-3 weeks
Well,
ago?
last week was the first week I was first in the intros.
Well, I think for the foreseeable future,
Alphabetical order.
you may be second.
Yeah.
Coming up next is the only Santa wearing shorts tonight.
What's up? I am wearing shorts. How'd you know?
Because it's what, 88, 87?
What else would you be wearing?
Dude, I love the idea of like Santa, like with his big ass, still wearing the big ass red coat, but then like some Hawaiian shorts and some flip flops. That shit to me just is hilarious.
Sounds like a bad porn.
And he just has like fucking, like, you know, Wookiee legs. They're so hairy. That's like just a fur of white fur on his leg.
Yeah, I remember back in the day, I saw this old school porn. It was called A Christmas Tale, and it had like fucking little midgets and shit. It was crazy, crazy porn.
Like I picture Santa. Florida seems like the place that Santa would live.
You know, this is a judge-free zone, Dust, but I'm really judging you right now.
I don't think there's a judge-free zone if you're fucking looking at your neighbors because they're Jewish and Puerto Rican. That's
I'm not. I just said that they, you know.
Avi Lopez gets no love. That's what you're saying.
You know what's funny about that is he said it was like it's a Hanukkah flag, but it's probably J. Ruse is so whitewashed that it's probably just a Puerto Rican flag.
Yeah, he doesn't even know.
They must be Jewish.
All right. Up next is the man who stuffs Santa's sack full of R.O.C goodies. Dusty Claus himself, Dust Mites.
Ho, 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 ho! What's up, everybody?
That was weird.
It's pretty bad. That was really bad. I tried to do the yo, 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 but it did a ho, ho, ho. It's a lot easier to do the yo, 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 yo. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Enter the Realm. Oh, my God.
Up next is a man whose background changing is the most interesting thing to happen in any of our lives today.
That's why we ran late.
Wait
a minute. What do you got back there? What do you got
We
over
were
there?
all staring. He's trying to zoom in on his face so we don't see it, ladies and gentlemen, the legendary Victory Saber 77.
Hey, what's up, everyone?
And I am Pinkerton Claus, and I won't be wearing this for long because it's horribly uncomfortable with the headset on. So let's start our next segment out real quick so I can take this off. Brian Brink, you're up first. What'd you get?
All right. Well, I actually got a pretty good haul this week. Hey, Dust.
Yo.
I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
It's going in the direction I cannot follow.
Yeah, we're not gonna break this up.
I got Elegos from the Jackal Squad, early birthday present. Thank you very much, fellas.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Yeah, not for a few more weeks, but
I know, but
it's excellent. That's the greatest thing about this is it was something that I would never buy on my own. So it's actually great that you guys got this for me.
Wow.
Really? You wouldn't have bought that?
Did you?
Yeah, because the Decepticons to fill out the shelf are probably my last pickups, to be honest.
Oh,
So,
well, then you're easy to buy for then.
Yeah. And
Did you have any idea when we said, "Hey, don't buy anything," and then you got a shipping number? Did you think it was that?
No, I didn't.
You had no idea.
Because I mean, there's like a bunch of primes dropping, and then when you drop that thing, it's like they're not out yet. What the hell is it? I'm like,
so he's let down.
No, I'm not really let down.
So disappointed. You guys fucked up.
But no, it was still a sweet surprise.
Where did we get the idea for that anyway?
I am working on that shelf, so.
I don't know. Yeah,
you probably mentioned it somewhere, and we were like, "Oh, there we go."
All I heard was Brink really wants that Cyclonus, and then I just made it happen.
But dude, and then Hanny posted today. He's like, "Hey, I finally got a whole bunch. I got more in stock coming soon." I was like, "Cause we bought them all up for birthday gifts. It seems."
Yeah,
it's quite possible.
Yeah, I got a couple more things. I got some Thundercats delivered yesterday.
Cool.
That's Pumara
On Sunday.
Mail on Sunday. I know, it's crazy.
Several
And,
people want to register.
and Mumra, which this thing is fucking really nice.
Which did they just
or
it's
the mummy one? Yeah.
So did they just slam the rest of those out like within the real short amount of time?
Yeah, there's like 3 drop. I mean, the Mumra's the bonus one, right?
Yeah, the free one with the subscription.
Yep.
Is it actually free?
Yeah, I saw pictures on Instagram of the Panthro out as well.
Yeah, I got that today. It's nice.
Yep.
Yeah, so I should probably
Wait
have
your
another
turn.
one coming.
Sorry.
And and lastly, my Yes model thrust.
Yeah.
I feel like the little turbines on the side are smaller than the official one. They are okay. They look
got
smaller.
turbine envy,
But it looks better.
something like that. Yeah, so
In my opinion.
pretty happy about that.
All right. J. Ruse or Ja Ruse. Every thug needs a lady. What'd you get?
Wow.
I had a couple big weeks. Just waiting for shit. Now I want really, and trying to make some decisions on what I want to get.
I got some stuff you want.
I got one thing you could have got this week was a Santa hat.
I have a Santa hat. I haven't even opened up my Christmas decorations. They're still all in fucking boxes.
What?
You better get moving.
Kidding me?
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you even gonna decorate?
I don't. At this point, I don't think so.
Do we even decorate, bro?
If I didn't have kids, I would put a Charlie Brown tree. That's it.
Man, even I decorated. I bought a real tree this year, J. Ruse.
Yeah,
Granted,
the
the cats destroyed the other tree, but I fucking bought a real tree.
The weekend I wanted to do it, we ended up doing something else.
Are you sure? Are you sure you're not Jewish?
You can play that card if you want. I don't think
you might as well at this point.
Instead of lighting a menorah, you can light up your detox.
That's what I was gonna say.
One detox a night.
All right, so moving down the line here. Krampus. You kind of look Krampusy with that look on your face.
Dude, I'm struggling.
What'd you get there, Krampus?
I also got the X-Transbots Cyclonus.
Happy birthday? No?
No birthday.
Hold on. Are we gonna have a group discussion once this all what we got is over about this figure?
I think we could talk about it. I think we
Yeah.
should.
I haven't opened mine yet, so no, we're not.
Oh, you haven't opened it?
I haven't got a chance.
Oh, that's all I got. I mean, are we gonna have a discussion then? You want me to just
Sure.
real
Yeah, I don't
fast?
give a fuck,
I'll
man.
just
Yeah,
tell
you
you-
guys could talk
I'll
about
just
it.
tell you real fast. I opened it up, and just taking it out of the box, I gave it an 8. Then I transformed it to jet mode, and then it dropped to a 6. And then when I transformed it back to robot mode, it dropped to a 4.
Oof.
So
You
that's
did
where
get
that
it back
figure
in
is.
bot mode then?
I got it back in bot mode.
All right, so why did you explain your journey? Let's just fuck it. Let's just do it.
It's a pain in the ass to get it into the airplane mode or the jet mode. And then just a lot of KFC X Transbots
Same
uses
shit.
like that shampoo plastic bottle. A lot of these little tabs and stuff that swivel are like kind of like that soft plastic feeling, and then you do have to like stretch. This is no joke. When you take the cockpit to get the head through, you have to stretch it like that. You have to
Happy
give birth to the head.
birthday. Hey.
And then it doesn't tab in all the way, which may be my fault. Brink did tell me that there was a piece that I didn't take out, and then now the knee is floppy and the ankle rocker is floppy. It's all just stretched out like an old stocking, like a wizard sleeve.
Can you tighten it up?
Like a roast beef vagina.
I did. I tightened up the knee. No, but I tightened up the ankle rocker.
That's the second time that reference has been made in my podcast.
It must be you.
It must be because I said it the first time. Actually, I used the lasagna analogy, but
Well, anybody that's looking forward to my pics on Instagram, I will not be transforming it.
Well, I will say this though, it looks really good. Like in both modes, it looks fucking awesome. So I'll be keeping it.
Can you bring it back up to maybe a 5? Because it looks awesome in both
I
modes?
do. No, I mean, yeah, looks wise, I'd still give it an 8. I think it looks fucking great. For how, I mean, then you can nitpick it not having any paint or any shit like that, but that's not my job. I'll leave that to the professionals.
that's my job.
And that's
All
it.
right.
That's all I got.
Moving down the line, Dusty Claws.
Well, I guess.
What'd you get?
Yo!
My brother.
Transbots Elegos. This is a early birthday gift
Didn't know it was going to be this early.
from the Jackal Squad. Thank you guys very much. I appreciate it.
Sorry.
I'm sure this figure will be a 9, and it will stay a 9 because I am not transforming it. So thank you guys. I really do appreciate it. I haven't gotten a chance to open it. I did break the seal and kind of popped it out a little bit and got excited, and then I fell asleep because that's what happens when I get excited.
Something that's cool about it is it has light, it has light piping for the eyes, but then they give you a solid piece, which I changed out, which was just a nice thought that they did that.
Yeah, I mean, we all discussed it. X-Transbots, they have the great designs. They have good engineering. They just lose it in production. Just executing it. It just loses the love.
It does look good though, man.
Yeah, and it's supposed
I know.
We're not getting another MP Cyclonus for a while. No one's dropped it. No one else is
Well,
dropping anything.
fans toys, but they haven't shown shit for it. I don't even think they've shown their drawing.
I'm sure we'll see him probably late next year.
Yeah, and didn't they release next year's releases or whatever? And it wasn't on the list.
No. It wasn't at all.
So this is a great figure. It's glorious.
Figure.
And all I need is that goddamn fucking FT Galvatron. I'll be a happy dude.
Yeah, I think for this one, I'm actually going to watch a video or do the instructions for the transformation. I usually try to wing it, but then I get all frustrated when it comes to these X-Transbot guys.
Chatwing.
You got it.
Chatwing.
Still on clearance.
Chatwinging him.
Is he on clearance?
He was on holiday sale. I'm gonna check out
Who?
that price.
Who?
Scourge.
Listen,
yeah.
I'm still waiting on my Sun Surge.
Just get a Tempest. Shout out to 215 Toys. Get a Tempest.
All right. James, what'd you get?
Uh-oh.
I got the Thundercats Panthro. Got that today, which is probably the best figure next to Mumra in the line. So, what else did I get? I got some Star Wars figures, some Scarif Shore Troopers, Death Troopers.
Did you say desk troopers?
Death Troopers, sorry.
They are desk troopers. That's what.
That's true. They're holding pencils.
That would be incredible. You didn't fill out your TPS reports.
Found some of the Nickelodeon Turtles, and that's probably it.
I didn't think you liked the Nickelodeon Turtles. I don't know why. Did you say that once before, or maybe?
I don't. It's just they're all there. So
No, yeah, I don't know why I thought that. I don't know why.
Oh no,
I think it was
last week he said something. It was for kids because I was commenting on how like.
Oh yeah, I collect it all. I'll collect it all. But
Yeah.
I got also the Titans Return Wave 3 also. So got those. And that's it.
Nice.
Sweet.
So, James, I gotta know: is this your original? Is this where you actually podcast? And you just move stuff around, or in a different part of the? What's going on?
Oh,
I don't know.
he's like, I don't know. He's a mystery.
I don't know. I just threw boxes over there.
James is clearly in witness protection, and that's why you only barely see anything. He doesn't
It's
give you any
either he's in a
tidbits of his
different
life.
room or he just moved over 5 feet.
He's in witness protection, but his real name is James, so he's really pissed at Deluxe. Wait, he's showing us. Everyone zoom in.
That's all I got.
Play Arts Kai show.
Go the other way.
Flares
Go the other way.
guy.
You gonna go the other way?
And then some
Oh wow!
more stuff.
He's in a closet.
In the closet.
Wait a minute.
Why did you put him in the closet?
Was that a librarian ladder over there to your right?
Yeah.
Is that what that is? He's got bookshelves to the ceiling.
I got 10. Well,
Holy shit!
12 feet.
12 feet. Jesus.
Did you? Let me ask you another question. You don't have to answer, but did you specifically set this up for the show? I feel like you boxed yourself in.
I was working in here, so
It just happened to work out that way.
and then just worked out that way. I just brought in the laptop.
I thought maybe he had some in-laws over for the holiday or something. He's
No,
pulling,
not.
he's pulling a Clark Griswold and hiding up in the fucking attic.
James
did
got
that
tired of
during
everybody
the-
saying he just collected boxes only.
Yeah, I did. I just wanted to ring in the new year, like, oh, he does collect toys. He does keep the toys.
Like Nightwing and them. Every 6 months, you move where you film from.
There you go.
Are you gonna transform all those Play Arts Kai?
On the first,
Are you gonna repose? You're gonna repose them all?
No, I'm not. No.
That's too bad.
That-
I do love
That's
it when I
your-
have to dust all this crap, this and that and everything else. And
How do you dust your action figures?
he hires a squad.
Hey,
I
that's
usually outsource stuff.
that's a topic for our show that we can do sometime.
Okay. Okay, so don't answer my question, James. You know, even though I wanted to know personally.
Oy vey.
No,
Jay.
please, hey, don't offend him, okay?
Jesus Christ.
I use dust rigs. I use just an air compressor, a little it's a little, like
the
a little air
can
compressor.
of compressed air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're not like Pinkerton and use child labor. No child labor.
Those children get paid.
I kind of use child labor in here, but sometimes when things start to get knocked off the shelf, it's child labor goes away.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
All right, cool. Because I always thought that was a good idea using the compressed air. I was just wondering if you did it, especially for those cracks and joints and everything.
I just sit there going.
I usually don't have a
all
lot
over
of
your
dust
toilet.
in here, but yeah, that's what I usually use.
Cool.
So, Chris, what'd you get this week?
I got the other saggy Batman. I know James loves saggy Batman. The saggy Batman.
Oh, you got nice.
And he comes with a garter belt.
Excuse me, it's loose skin Batman.
Loose skin.
Whatever. It's awesome.
Let's get it together.
I actually got the Batman versus Superman Batman of this same caliber and absolutely despise it. But I think he looks like he has some pajamas and he's not supposed to. I got.
So go with BAB, big ass Batman.
Well, that is big ass Bat. Yeah, he's like his little slow brother. But it's all right. I got the Batman versus Superman Dawn of Justice Superman hot toy figure right there. And I got the Clark Griswold NECA figure.
Oh, it already came in?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Well,
been out for a
fast.
while.
No, but I mean, I remember he ordered it during the show last week.
Yeah, it was last
Fast
week.
turnaround time.
And I got Fire Mario from the Figure Arts line, so I completed that line. From what I hear, they're not putting out anymore.
I
So
believe it's Dylon Mario.
Hey, did you buy that lot?
no, I didn't. I didn't need it.
Oh,
I had it all, but I wanted all the bits, like the bad guy little characters and stuff. And the guy, like, he didn't say, he just said $75. He didn't say shipping or not. So it said 75 shipped. He said no. I said $15 to ship. I'm like, $15. I said, I'll split it with you. He's like, nope, you gotta have 15. I said, okay, good luck.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I didn't buy that lot, no. But
Are
yeah,
you going to supplement any of the Nintendo figures that you can get at retail?
You know what, James, I have thought about that, and I have. It's funny. Ever since I picked these up, I have yet to see any of those at retail. I look every time I go in a place. But yeah, do they scale well? Do you know?
Yeah, I think they do. Some of like the ghosts, the chain ball cruncher type character, even the Bowser's, I think is better.
Really?
I'm not gonna lie, man. That shelf, like, it's tempting, dude.
Yeah, it looks a lot of fun.
Yeah,
It is. It is.
Gives me the feels.
I've really got. There's too much in there.
No, it looks good.
No, but that's what makes it look good.
Chaos, yeah.
You need to paint. Like, why have you not just painted a piece of paper that's like all?
Yeah, you're gonna make a backdrop.
blue, and then the leaves and stuff. The little bushes.
Because I don't pay myself to make dioramas.
then print one out.
Yeah, get your wife on it. That's a sparkle. What's her?
KJ Sparkles.
Shout out to
KJ Sparkles is actually behind. She was supposed to have something finished Saturday, and she's claims
cracked the whip.
she says she's sick.
She's
she
fucking
hasn't
up
been to
production here.
Doctor.
Also, your Hot Toys Superman was clearly posed by Ace.
Well, actually, he's floating.
Yeah, but it's.
Oh,
just
he's
looks
floating all
bad.
right.
He's floating like he's like I don't know what.
You know, I'd love for you to come over and show me a dynamic pose you're supposed to put a flying Superman with.
I'll show you.
There's not a lot of ceiling height there. So
one leg is always up, and maybe it is, and you just can't see it.
It is. There's one leg higher
okay.
than the other. You jackass.
Yeah. I can't see from here. It just looks
like a
like
fucking rocket.
You need to have him in that swimming move that he does, like when he's like.
You got to make sure that cloth.
Yeah.
Great.
He's going from one hand to the other.
Do that again.
Hey,
Do that again, Brian.
I will
Do that
tell
again.
you. I will tell you, getting the cloth cape to cooperate is kind of tricky.
What
Does
are
it
you
have
gonna
wire
do?
in it?
It does not. It's just a very, very fine fabric.
It's AKA soft goods, as some would say.
It's very soft. Yes.
Yeah.
I will say that the Hot Toys probably need to be in a case by themselves, maybe not in with the rest of the stuff.
And
I
I'm
feel
going
like
to
it
tell you,
takes away from how good they look.
you are exactly right, and I had that exact thought last night, and I have a plan, so don't worry about it.
He's got a whole new detox in
Fire
his trunk.
sale.
No,
Being drunk right now.
I'm gonna be honest. That one fella that posted those cases off Amazon last night.
Yeah, they're nice.
Yeah,
But they're not. Honestly, you're better off just modding like the details are still
No,
cheap
dude.
enough.
Yeah, no,
It's like
these are nicer though.
It's about a detolf and a half.
But well, I will tell you.
it's
I will
not
tell you.
double the
Size-wise,
price.
it's about a detolf and a half.
And you're paying over double the price for it.
Yeah.
I
I
don't think
was
they're
talking
worth it.
to my wife about. We're all big Mario fans, and I said, "Hey,
Shout out to KJ.
once we get the Christmas stuff down, I'm sure I'd probably say Christmas crap down. She's got the mantle all decorated. I said, how about we put all that Mario stuff up there on the mantle?
On the mantle, because it's spread out. You can
above
spread it out.
yeah, above the fireplace that we never use. She said, how about we tear down the mantle and just put some detolfs there? And I said, no way. Wow.
Dude, I wish my wife was down.
I'm a look at, but I don't know what would go in there because I mean that the kids are always being they're rambunctious.
She said that? Tear down the fucking fire mantle and fireplace. Put that.
Well, we don't use the fire. It's a gas fireplace and it's never been turned on in 10 years.
Huh.
So,
Well, you live in the fucking south.
He gets cold where he is actually.
dude, it's like it was in the 20s today. They looked at me really weird when I went to the package store.
It was 4 the other day here.
I went to the package store in shorts today. So,
What's the
Listen,
temperature?
guys, I don't want to
One.
hear it. This fucking 82 degrees is getting stressed out.
is that about all you can take?
It's just I can't handle it.
You better put the plastic on the mums tonight.
The mums.
It's getting into the 70s.
Tell mother she's got to cover up her chrysanthemums.
Those
Not going to
cabinets-
take this 42 degrees tonight.
Those cabinets are kind of fancy.
They're nice, but it just looks like it's kind of like a detoff and a half.
I don't think it's worth. You're paying more than double. You're better off just getting the 2D.
It looks like it's more structured and it's more
It does.
secure.
My main complaint about the detoss after all said and done is the lighting. It may just be the way I hate seeing all the wires. It drives
There's
me
no
mad.
lighting in that thing. You have to light that. It doesn't come.
No,
with
I know. I'm not disagreeing with that, but
That's the one thing that's really holding me off from mine is like, how am I going to do the lighting? I'm going to hate to see the wires.
I think I may.
You don't even notice it, dude. Like Chris, I don't even see yours, dude.
Oh my god, dude! The reason I haven't done the shelf life video is because I'm embarrassed by the fucking wires.
Wow.
Shit, dude.
Yeah, it's fucking drives me nuts. So I think I'm off the week after between Christmas and New Year's, and I think I'm gonna take an entire day and rewire these things.
Surgically put it around the seams and stuff.
Well, the problem is I've got it all running out the top. So especially the top shelf, you can just see this.
I can see him. I can see him.
Bundle of wire. Yeah, I know you can. Don't
I
act
can
like
see
just because being all polite and shit.
Yeah, I can see him.
I don't see that growth on your face. No, it's fine.
Yeah, you know. Yeah,
So
you-
I'm
you're
gonna wire-
270 pounds. Yeah, it's all right.
I'm gonna
Holy moly, 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 moly.
I'm gonna notch out the bottom and run them all out the bottom, so it's not
Okay.
it's not so
Also, Jay Rue's speaking Hebrew. Watch out.
He's about to do a bris. He's a moil.
I don't know how that's gonna work, Chris, because I tried to do that at first to see if I can squeeze. I tested it to squeeze and just squeezed it out of the front door.
All right. Well, you
It
got
doesn't-
different type of lights, right? You got the round pucks in yours, right?
Yeah, but it's still the wiring is exactly.
Yeah. Well, those LED strips have a lot more wires and looks more obnoxious.
No,
than
No,
those
it's the
fucking-
same.
It's the same exact thing. It's one wire that comes out of the strip, and mine is one wire that comes out of the puck, and then you run it down the corner. And I tried to run them down. It still looks the same. It
And I gotta
didn't
tell you guys right now,
change.
using wireless fucking puck lights, I used them at first. They run on AAA batteries. I was running through them batteries like
Even they were LED
every month.
You were still burning through them with LED.
Yeah. I was using Duracells. I tried Energizers. They were running through them like it was nobody's fucking business.
And I just want to be able to press a button. Like I have this on a Switch. I just press a button and they go off. I don't want
well,
to.
there was a remote for mine too, and I still have them, so I'll fucking throw them out
What
there.
if you just
Anybody
cut a
wants
little
them.
circle? Are you down to cut a little circle in the back of the glass?
Who, me?
One, yeah, like just a little hole.
No, I'm going to notch out the. That's what I was saying. I'm going to notch out the wood under the back glass.
Okay.
I'm going to drill a hole and then run all the wires through that.
Yeah, but you'll still see them running down the sides.
Yeah, I've got a plan for that too.
Yeah, but you won't see because the problem is when you run them up the top like they're supposed to,
They gather.
and you have a fucking clump of wires hanging down the back side
Back.
of
Gotcha.
the.
Yeah, that's
So
what
if you reverse it and go downwards.
That's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try it out on one of them. I mean, I like that. The one on the end, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got like 10 bots in it, so it comes out looking out really easy.
Hey, Tiger Tracks in the chat said he ran all the wires down the back one side and drilled a hole in the bottom.
Thank you, Tiger Tracks.
So,
That's
so
exactly.
it exactly sounds like what you're trying to do.
that's
So
what I'm
maybe,
gonna do.
yo, Tiger Tracks, post some pics in the R.O.C group so we can see. Check it out.
Yeah,
That's the Roma Collectors Facebook group, Jay Roos.
Yes, if
What's
Jairus
that?
doesn't know what that is.
You know, I'm fucking on it right now. So I just saw
Oh,
the
wow, he's there.
fuck faces. God damn it.
Welcome to Flavor Country.
Hey, Jay Roos, how do you like those puck lights?
At first I liked them because
Yeah.
it basically added a lot of shadows because it's just a spotlight.
I don't like the LED strips myself.
Is there
So.
any dick shadows?
The reason why I asked is, looking at yours from this distance, I think it looks nice.
Yeah, I like them, but I'm also like I'm torn. Like I look at Chris's and I like the whole everything lit up, but you know I think it's okay. I'm
like the
happy with it.
pucks more.
I'm not gonna go through and change everything.
What I don't like about the LED strips is like dot 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 dot.
See, I like that. My wife hates it.
Yeah, I don't like
my
it.
wife. My wife had a good. She said she saw somebody who had put them on the side,
Mhm.
And I'm like, well, you could do that, but then it's gonna cast some weird shadows. So if I was going to invest and put, a whole nother set on each one, which would be a significant amount of money for this now.
Yeah.
You could do that, but it'd be insane. I don't know. I like the way it casts, like these guys, especially the big guys, the way it casts the shadows, and it defines their abs.
I'm glad we're talking about this because I was thinking about going with this. So I got my Christmas bonus, and I want to do 3 right back there on the pedestal to bring them up. And that will work better over there.
$90 or $95 for a full case with the lights. So you can't go wrong with that.
Without the lights, what are they? $60 a piece.
70.
Yeah,
70.
70. Yeah,
And
so it's $95.
And the thing on the bottom, what's that? About another 40, 50, whatever.
So the Calyx I got, I think they're $60, and that's a 1x4. The 1x4 Calyx, and this is all at IKEA.
IKEA.
They opened an IKEA in Memphis last week.
I went to the IKEA and had the meatballs.
That's what it's all about. You can't go to IKEA and not have meatballs.
Well, I've been there twice, and
you can't come over to my house and not have my balls.
Hey, so that would be neat because y'all live.
That's why you don't get many guests.
Yes,
y'all live like 8 miles apart.
Yep.
So
hello. Nobody's in here.
did some. We were gonna do some Christmas questions. I was just gonna ask the guys some questions tonight, and then I'm like, what? Let's put it in the Facebook group. So let's see what the community had to say about some of these topics.
Fucking scattered all throughout the page.
No, I got it. Hey, I have a way to figure this out.
All right, Christmas time.
Let me reload.
Can we pin them next time temporarily?
No, you can only pin like one thing at a time. So fuck you.
No, all you do. I got it figured out here. So, so the first one that comes up is.
You get a screen share?
I can. There's no sense in doing it. It's
okay.
Just
I thought maybe you had a presentation up.
No, I didn't have time to do that. I was working until 5 o'clock. So I'm going to ask you. I'm going to ask you guys this question. So Brian Brink, you get to go first. Gift wrap or gift bags?
Well, if I have to make a choice, it's gift wrap. If I'm giving gifts, but sometimes situation entails just put something in a bag. But wrapping is cool. I like wrapping. I don't know. You get the tape out there, fold those corners up so it seems tight.
Come on, kick a freestyle. I'm sorry, wrong rapping.
So J. Ruse.
I'm lazy as fuck. I'll put everything in a fucking bag. Go to the Dollar Tree. Fucking
shout out to J. Ruse.
Fucking 40 bags and be done with it.
And I'm glad you're not my Secret Santa. All right.
Oh wait, we had a Secret Santa?
Yeah, you weren't in there.
Ooh.
Damn, dude, you need to get out more.
He's not. He's Jewish.
He doesn't celebrate.
Jisk, are you a rapper or a bagger?
I am a rapper. I prefer to rap.
Dust, what about you?
Oh, bag all the way, baby. I do not have the patience to rap. You see my rap jobs? It's like the worst. Terrible. Forget it. Nope. Bags all day. Garbage, Glad, alligator bags, whatever you want to do, I'm doing it.
All right, James?
I am a rapper, but I'm not a good one.
So I prefer to rap, and I prefer to get presents that are wrapped. And overwhelmingly, rapping wins our poll. We did have some. I left these open so people could add options just for comedy's sake. So we got someone put rap if receiving, bags if giving. That's some lazy shit. And then duct tape and brown paper bags. I actually, when I wrap presents, I use brown craft paper and ribbon. I'm very old school with it. I think fancy wrapping paper is.
I ain't got the corners, man. I got the flipper. I can't rock the corners.
All right, so here's the next one for those of us who are parents. Have you told the kids yet? So our answers were: I put, "Yep, the magic is over," and "No, the magic is intact." And then we added in "No kids, ha ha," and older kids know, but get gifts as long as they play
Robot.
Fake.
Whoa. Rewind.
Older kids know, but still get gifts as long as they play along for the sake of the little ones. So that was my choice because my oldest knows, but as long as he plays along, he still gets participatory gifts along with the little ones. James, how about you?
Hey, shouldn't you tell everyone to like get their kids out of the room before we
I don't know
what's going on?
I don't know what you're talking about because it's very vague. It's how babies are made. So there. And if you're watching this with your kids,
shame on you.
I gotta really ask some questions.
There's no magic left if you're watching.
Night of Rent in the chat. Who's Santa?
I am.
Jillybot's watching it right now with Asian Kid Matt, and Asian Kid Matt's like, "What? There's no Santa Claus?
Ayo,
there's no Santa."
Hey, yo, is it? Wait a minute. Is it Monday? Okay, we could think about this for a minute. If it's Monday, so you're telling me there's no Santa, right? Is that what you're saying?
Wait.
How'd I get those? If there's no Santa, how'd I get those Lambo doors on my car?
All right, James.
Yeah.
What's your spot on this?
I'm still rocking the magic. So.
And Jisk.
Oh, I am too.
So the winner is No Kids, haha. Shout out to the
You didn't ask me.
the lack. You don't have any kids.
Hey
What is
Wookie,
that?
you believe in Santa?
What is that?
Goddamn pets don't count.
Yes, they do.
No, they
Does your
don't.
dog believe in Santa, bro?
Hey, no,
Daddy,
here
Daddy,
it is.
how is Santa gonna
No,
bring me my
listen.
gift if there's no tree up?
I'm-
Daddy?
We didn't ask
I'll
you because
piss on it
I'm
anyway.
going to tell you. Can you claim your pets on your taxes? If you can't claim the child on your taxes, it's not really a child. So the
I don't know why.
overwhelming winner is No Kids, haha. So you childless heathens, enjoy your childless.
Wow,
heathens.
so the Realm of Collectors Facebook group is saying no kids.
Listen, you guys are. Thank you for not procreating. You're doing us a favor.
Or they don't know that they have any.
Yeah.
None that I can remember.
Hey, James, that's a sore subject. Let's just move on. So Christmas lights, clear, multicolor, or solid. So no, clear, multicolor, or solid color. I'm sorry, Brian.
I don't know. I dabble in all of them, but I have to say multicolor.
All right.
But like in some instances, like up here, you can see
Wow, look at
white
you.
lights. Yeah,
Nice.
I go all
You
out.
can tell somebody's having company for Christmas.
Sure, you got it, man.
J. Ruse.
When I do put my tree up, I prefer white lights.
So clear, I guess, would be white.
Yeah.
They're
All
white.
right.
They're white.
Jisk.
And it depends. I've used them all, so it just depends on what the theme. I should say that our house is what's the theme of the tree every couple of years.
Oh,
So
that sounds awful.
uh,
Sorry.
Oh, wow,
no,
so it
that's pretty
changes,
cool,
huh?
man. Yeah, it changes every couple of years. So this year it's got just white and red only. Believe it or not.
Dust.
I'm a multi guy. I like
Wait,
the
wait,
multis. Whoa, what?
Just white
Yep.
and red. So is it like white and red strings, or do you
Peppermint.
change all the bulbs?
Peppermint.
No, it's like a white string, and then the red is actually like this, like holly that looks like instead of having like the red little berries, they're lights.
It's candy cane.
Berries.
Yeah,
Berries.
hard to explain.
All right, back to me, bitch.
Is it very hard to explain?
It is very hard.
So Dust.
This year I went with the multi, 3 strands of multi, and I did one long white around to bring it out a little bit more. So,
All right.
but I'm a multi guy. I like the multi. I really like the multicolor lights.
Multi-pass.
Old school looking.
James.
Multi-pass?
Multi-pass.
James.
I multicolor, non-blinking, multicolor.
Non-blinking.
So no, I didn't. I should have put none because if it's up to me, none of this would happen. But multicolor one, I picked clear. There are a couple other ones that are interesting. I can't even say who did this tentacle.
You got a lot of clear behind you.
I do. So Tentacles was our most prevalent sponsor of this activity. I can't even understand what this word says, but someone put a lovely warm fire from the burning remains of your enemies' heads mounted upon pikes. And that comes from our friend Daniel Harvey, and I seriously doubt that ever happens in his life.
Who's that?
Harvey _.
Who?
All right, so moving on. Christmas tree, real or artificial? Brian Breen.
Real. I grew up with artificial, but now that I'm on my own, I go real.
All right. In the occasion where you would put up a tree, J. Ruse.
Let me tell you, I would love a real tree, but I can't fucking stand the fucking mess. So I go artificial.
Buy
every
you a
year.
vacuum for your birthday. No figure. You're getting a
Dude,
vacuum.
that shit is terrible.
It's all good.
Fuck those pine needles. They get everywhere, up your ass and in your vagina. Fuck that.
I get in your vagina, not mine.
Your vagina, but not mine. Yeah.
Decorating the tree butt naked.
Sandy. All right. All right, Jisk.
Both. So again, similar thing. Just I'll do like a fake tree for a couple of years, and then I'll do.
So if you were going to vote in this poll, damn it, what would you pick?
Artificial, because that's
Okay.
that's 85% of what I use.
Dust.
Definitely real. Because my mom, that was her thing. She used to do these big ass fucking trees that were huge. And when she passed, I kind of kept the tradition going on. But then I got super lazy when I got single again. And I didn't give a fuck about Christmas anymore. And then I started doing artificial. But now I'm doing real because my cats like to destroy my trees.
Fair
They
enough.
don't mess with the real one, but they'll fuck with
Nah,
the artificial
Yeah,
one?
yeah, man. You saw the pictures, man. I had it up early. I put the artificial up the first week in November because I knew with work I was never going to be able to get the time to do it. So at least I put it up, but I didn't decorate it. And a week and a half later, it was fucking destroyed. And they destroy it every year, and I buy a new one clearanced for like $20-$30, and I'm just like, all right, that's a new one for next year, and I just throw the other one away. So this year,
So you never store it? You just toss it?
yeah, I just toss it. So I'm like, fuck it, $30. It's usually like $20-$30.
They're artificial trees, not disposable trees.
Yeah. So I went after they destroyed it in November. I went to a couple of stores and I'm like $70, $80, $90. I'm not buying $90 for a fucking tree they're gonna fucking destroy. So I was in Home Depot and I'm like, $25, 7-foot fucking spruce. Boom, got it. And it's fucking killer, man. I love it. I'm glad I went back to it, man. I was it was a big part of my life, because of my mom and whatnot. And I'm really glad I went back to going real. And I think I'm going to keep going forward with that.
Do they drink the water out of the bottom?
I don't pour it that far.
Only if you put the.
You only pour it halfway, so.
Okay.
But they don't fuck with it, man. They sleep on the fucking tree skirt and they fuck with the tree skirt. But other than that, Wookie, she'll look at it, but she ain't got fucking game like that. Maybe next year, but this year she ain't fucking shit up like that.
She says, I'm too old for this shit.
Yeah. No, she's 4 years old, man.
James.
For me, it's artificial.
Okay.
I used to do real, but we just went artificial.
Yeah, fuck that mess.
So
J. Roo says mess because you got carpets, right?
Yeah, I got carpet.
And I'm the same. I used to hate it, but now that I got hardwood, it's fucking real quick. Done.
Dude, I got some hardwood.
Oh.
Oh, hey.
Mister, I don't have banter? Wow.
Speaking of hardwood, I have been on artificial game for a while, and I think my upside down tree probably beats everybody's. But
yeah, that's pretty dope.
I will tell you that.
Is that yours or KJ's?
It's what do you think? I claim the cool shit sometimes. I will tell you a funny story. We ordered pizza the other night, and our front door opens. As soon as you open, you see the tree, and the delivery girl sees it. She's like, "Oh my god, how did you get it to stay like that?" Like it's made like that. It's
a couple of fucking nails.
Yeah, but you don't see the strings. I did a good job. But Dust, I'll tell you, in my younger years, I would go buy the cheapest Christmas tree I could find, the one that looked nothing like it looked like pipe cleaners, and and just buy the cheapest decorations, lights, tinsel, and come say the 3rd of January or maybe the 3rd of February, whenever I got around to it as a bachelor, I would just throw that son of a bitch in the dumpster.
Yeah. It was,
Let's
you
start
know what?
over.
It was always like, Christmas was a big thing with my exes, and then like when you break up, you're like, I ain't fucking with Christmas, and 2 years later, you're like, hey, we're doing Christmas again. Then I ain't fucking with Christmas, So I'm back in there, and I'm rocking it out, man. I'm very happy this year with it.
If I had an artificial tree, I don't think I'd ever take it down. It's just
Hey, my ex-wife had an aunt who just they threw a sheet over it.
Really? Wow.
Yep.
Wow. That's
right,
crazy.
Yep. And I have another relative that.
So it just stayed in the room with a sheet over it?
Yeah, it was in like a back dining room or something, but they just threw a sheet over. I have another family member who decorates a tree they keep it up all year, but they decorate it for every like upcoming holiday.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
dude,
I mean,
my
that's kinda
wife
cool.
was like, "Oh, we should have a Halloween tree," and I was like, "Forget the fuck out of here. We're not doing
Ah, look at your face.
Hey, at Walmart a couple years ago, they had a black. And this was at Christmas time. They had a black Christmas tree, and I wanted to buy it so bad. My wife wouldn't let me get it.
I got one. That's the one I got with
You
the
got
white
the black-
lights in it. Yep.
Nice.
So you have a Halloween tree? Sorry, I didn't mean to offend you.
No, I don't think it's the Halloween tree.
It's not Halloween. It's just black tree.
What about
Easy,
repaints?
Jay.
You got black trees. you got-
Easy, Jay. You're borderline tonight.
But what do
Listen,
you use it for?
What? The black tree?
Yeah,
It's Christmas tree.
you put it up at Christmas.
Yeah, it's black pine needles. Yeah.
Cool.
What? A tree has to be green?
I mean, yes, that's traditionally.
Well, hey, Jay, I'm there with you.
Not promoting death.
Traditionally, they should be right side up as well. So.
Yeah, you remember those white and aluminum trees?
I'm gonna
Oh,
Google
man.
this shit and I'll show you.
No, you're not gonna show
As
us.
bad as you think.
All right, let's move on to the next topic here. Is ham, turkey, or other. Brian Brink,
ham. Always ham.
Jay Ruse.
Ham. I hate turkey.
He likes unleavened bread.
As long
Just
as the
Some
ham is
matzah.
as long as the ham is kosher.
I don't think that happens. Just
Ham.
dust.
It was always a prime rib roast.
Ooh, there you
All
go.
right. Jay,
Pork all the way.
There you go. It's nice.
I am a ham fan myself. We did have options to include ham came in first, prime rib roast came in second, turkey third, venison got some votes, Chinese takeout, the soul of one of my enemies. This one's good. Vegan, fair trade, eco-friendly, meat substitute, gluten-free tofu. Just kidding, minced up kittens.
Fucking Facebook group.
Oh, and then one vote for Asian Kid Matt.
No, really?
Yes, and
There's
then
one vote for Ace. Get that.
yes. All right, favorite Christmas song,
Holy shit.
Brian Brink.
Oh, I'll do Sleigh Ride. That's my favorite one.
All right.
What's
Jay
Jay
Ruse
doing?
Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
Okay.
And he's showing us his black tree.
Yeah, black tree.
Just
Someone put in the chat.
I
It's a
can't-
massive tree.
I can't remember the name of it.
can you
That's
sing
not
a
a
verse?
song.
Can you sing a
That's
verse?
not a
Or hum a bar?
I'm not going to, but
Hum it. Hum it.
no, I'll look it up real fast. Just I'll get by the time you're ready.
Oh, it's obscure.
No, it's not obscure. I just it's you hear it every year, but I just don't remember what it is.
Dust.
Christmas in Hollis.
All right, James.
What was it song like? Let It Snow.
All right.
Let it go.
So the winner was White Christmas. Coming in second was Christmas in Hollis, and then something called Dominic the Donkey that I'm not familiar with.
You don't know? You don't know
Dominic?
Dominic the Donkey? Hee haw, hee haw, hee haw. Dominic
I
the
kn-
Christmas Donkey.
I have to look that one up. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas.
You know why? Because he lives down south.
That's the name of a song. The Die Hard theme song. The 12 Redneck Days of Christmas. Blue Christmas, Fairy Tale in New York, Jingle, Batman Bells, Sleigh Ride, We Three Kings, Project Chick,
You know, it's pretty sad.
and the
Facebook
Christmas song.
groups votes Christmas in Hollis is number 2. And of all the Christmas songs,
Yeah.
I have to say a close second of mine is the Chipmunk song.
Oh, I didn't even think about the chipmunks.
Neither
All right.
did anybody else.
So, favorite Christmas movie, Brian Brink?
I'm gonna say Home Alone or Home Alone 2. Where that scene where he's throwing the bricks off the roof, man, fucking lose it every time.
All right. Black Christmas tree.
Really, we're still doing this?
Die Hard. Yo, just look at this tree. You can't tell me this doesn't look like this is a sad
dope.
thing. This is dope. This is good. I love this.
So Jisk, what's yours?
For Christmas movie,
Yes.
We skipped over J. Roos.
No,
No, I said Die Hard.
he said Die Hard.
it depends.
Nope.
On,
You got to
on when
vote.
it is.
You're voting on a poll here.
I mean, what day in December is it? I got
Oh,
a
Jesus Christ.
movie
What do you
watching
say?
schedule.
What do you fucking have? A Lifetime movie channel unlocked?
Which one do you? What's your go-to?
So if it's Christmas Eve, it's Christmas Story. Like this week, at some point, I'll watch Vacation. I watched Scrooge last week. So it just depends. So, but I mean, for Christmas Day, it'll be Christmas Story.
All right,
Christmas Eve, Christmas Day.
Dust, what's yours?
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
And Jane, what's yours?
Christmas Story.
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
All right.
Keep your eye out.
And I was a toss-up between Christmas Vacation and Christmas Story, but I went with Vacation. Vacation won. Christmas Story came in second, followed by Die Hard, Scrooge, Home Alone, Elf, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, 1966,
Ooh,
Gremlins, Black Mirror's White Christmas, Bad Santa. Yeah, and those are your options on that. And I think, all right, I got one. So, and then the last one here was stories about Christmas toys. Comments on the panel here. Exactly. Sorry, Breezy Fresh. There's not a thread for worst Christmas memory. Let's do ours real quick. Brian, what's yours? What comes to mind for you?
Oh man, that's a tough one.
Well, what's the question? Best Christmas gift?
Well, the best Christmas toy memory. I ain't trying to do worst. That's.
I don't know.
We're uplifting here.
Yeah.
Depressing people.
I think there was one Christmas where it was a mask Christmas. It seemed where I came down and I don't think I made a list that year, and I just came down on the tree, bunch of mask vehicles, and probably a few Lego sets scattered in there. Actually, no, I take it back. There was one year where I came down and my dad, or Santa, excuse me, had set up a train set around the tree. And I think that was probably one of my favorite memories, if I remember correctly.
Cool. What about you, J. Ruse?
I might steal a little bit of your thunder, but I had a very He-Man Christmas one year too, and that was, I got Castle Grayskull. I got the collector's the figure box. It was yellow and had a bunch of artwork on it. And I got a bunch of the figures. And what was that green racer thing that you had the pull tab? You pulled the fucking thing and it just shot away.
That was a lot of things back then, man.
Yeah, man. Oh shit. And Orko, when you had the same thing, you pulled the thing and he fucking went spinning around.
Yeah, he spun backwards.
Yeah,
that was silly.
it was fucking great. That's my best toy memory for Christmas.
Jisk.
Good shit.
Ooh, what sticks out, man? I got Mega Man 6 when it came out. I was pretty hyped for that as a kid. It was just because I didn't think it was going to happen. Like, I think my parents told me that, it was sold out everywhere, and they were just sticking with me. So,
Mega Man
sticks
6. That's it.
I was just excited about that for whatever reason. I was feeling it, so it stands out.
Did you finish it? Did you beat it?
Oh, I'm sure I did.
Nah,
those-
you never beat it.
Those later Mega Man games were impossible.
Fucking terrible, man.
All the early ones
They
too.
made them so you couldn't finish it.
Two
There was
was
no end.
impossible.
There was no end.
Listen, Game Genie. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh man, oh man. All right, so Dust.
All right, so one of my favorite Christmas memories is I got the Mego, or Mego as you would say, Batcave, and I had the Mego Batmobile with my Robin and my Batman figures. And it was right about the same time. Me and my sister are the same age. It was late 70s. We were fighting all day long on Christmas. Just fucking fighting all day long. She had the Barbie. It was kind of a Barbie jetliner, but it was just the cabin where she could come out as a stewardess and give Ken his food. And it was made out of plastic. From the 70s, everything was cheap plastic.
Yeah,
Garbage.
woman wait on her man.
Exactly.
Yeah,
it was
right.
the late 70s.
Hey, does
So-
she doesn't still have it, does she? Because Chris
No,
is gonna,
not at all.
Chris is getting Wonder Woman soon. So I'm
Yep.
thinking-
Oh, I
By
do
the
got
way-
the combs.
Wonder Woman did get pushed back again, so
Nah, we need to fucking cancel that and give you something different, man.
it's okay. I'm fine.
So
appreciate it.
she was playing with that. We were fighting all day. She fucking breaks her shit. Complains to my fucking mom and everybody. My grandfather, who's the biggest douchebag in the world, he was a real fucking guy. Holy shit. He was one of those dudes, man. He took me in the car with my Batmobile, made me get out, put the Batmobile in the middle of the road, and he drove over it and made me pick up the pieces.
Damn, that's savage.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And that's the fucking piece of shit that he was. So, you know, and this
That's
is
your best Christmas memory?
yeah, no. Getting that Batmobile was one of the best fucking memories I ever had because
Was it like the '66 Batmobile, or was it
It
just
was
like the Mego
it was
Batmobile?
the Mego Batmobile in the 70s. So it was for the larger line figs, and I got the Bat Cave, and I was able to come through the front of the Bat Cave, and this motherfucker, you know what?
What'd your
That's
mom
my-
say about that?
What can my mom do, man? If you know my family, she couldn't do nothing about that shit, man.
What'd your sister say about it?
She laughed.
Whew.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
what I'm gonna. You know what? And this is gonna bring up some fucking old memories. I'm gonna punch her in the face on fucking Christmas. Here's your gift, bitch. Boom. But no, honestly, yo, it was really cool. Growing up in my time, there was a lot of cool toys coming out. They weren't the best, but
Wait, hold on. Is the Hatchimal for her kid?
yes, it's for her daughter.
You should fucking take that Hatchimal,
Drive-
fucking drive over that shit and make
Because you know what?
make her pick up all the fucking pieces.
When I came back in the house and I was crying, and she was just sitting there with that fucking face, like ha 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 ha, ha, you know. Yeah, but my grandfather
man.
was a real fucking piece of work, man. Real
Or you should make her you should scare the shit out of her. Just take the box of the Hatchimal, leave it, and throw that under the car. Run that shit over.
Nah, man. It's
God.
I want to make my niece. I'm changing things. I want my niece to be happy. I want her to
Oh,
smile.
okay.
So, but yeah, that's my little story. I mean, it was a great year. A lot of Star Wars stuff, late 70s. But that's one story that sticks in my mind. I didn't know it was supposed to be a positive story, but that's a Christmas story.
There you go.
Run the cameras.
I
Run the
couldn't tell
cameras.
when everyone else was saying happy stories that I should.
All
Yeah,
right.
well, you know, I got to do something different. Run the cameras. Let's get this going.
All right, so James, hopefully you can follow that.
Yeah. One Christmas I remember distinctly being memorable and happy was when I got Fort Max. That was pretty cool.
Mm.
So that was nice. That's probably a tie between that and getting the Nintendo Entertainment System for the first time.
I remember that day too.
Everybody went
That
nuts
was
for that,
Christmas.
That was Christmas. So
For me, it was the Atari,
I'll save that one for next year.
and it wasn't the Atari. It was Sears Telegames. It was like the Atari knockoff that Sears put out. That's crazy that they were doing knockoffs back then.
Could you play the Atari cartridges on it?
Yeah. You could play anything you wanted, but it was just it was Atari, but it was licensed through Sears. It was called Telegames.
Kind of like Shockwave, huh? or Lion Force, right? Mine, I think I told this one last year, but it's the one that sticks out. So I also had a Masters of the Universe Christmas one year, and it was, I hadn't really asked for all this. So I mean, me and my brother had some Masters of the Universe, but it was Castle Grayskull and both the He-Man and Skeletor with the cats. You know, they came in like a 2-pack. It was
a lot of He-Man
those.
Christmas, huh? A lot of He-Man.
Yeah, it was a couple of the other big sets, and a bunch of figures. And I was like, wow, this is awesome. You know, it's a lot more than we normally would get from Santa. I'm sorry for my parents. Let me kayfabe this on Christmas morning. So years later, my dad says, "You remember that year that you and your brother got all that Masters of the Universe stuff for Christmas?" I'm like, "Yeah, I distinctly remember that." At the time, my dad was driving about an hour and a half each way to work. He had taken a job in another town, and they could not sell our house we were in, the town we were in Tennessee. We actually moved back to where we live now. We're trying to. So on his drive back and forth, there was a box in the middle of the road, which he thought was odd. And he saw just enough tear in the paper to see that very distinct artwork that's on the Masters of the Universe stuff. So he got out of his car, grabbed the box, put it on the side of the road, and he said, "I sat there for 10 or 20 minutes. Nobody ever came looking for it. And I brought it home, and you guys had a hell of a Christmas, and some poor kid probably didn't get anything because it fell off a truck."
Wow.
My dad's like the most honest person in the world, so you know, I was actually kind of surprised that he didn't like try to track down.
Not that night he wasn't.
Yeah.
Good on him for at least waiting that fucking
Right.
time, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
So Chris, was it like a case that you would get today? Like,
I don't know. I don't know what exactly it was.
Because that'd be kind of weird. Because otherwise, it would have like 30 He-Mans in it or something like that.
And that's what I was thinking. So I don't know. Maybe my dad was a little shiftier than I thought he was back then.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Actually, I have a question for everybody. Did you guys all believe in Santa as a kid?
I figured it out, and I'll tell you.
No, but I mean, like your parents did like Santa and stuff like that. You had the tradition of Santa.
Yes. Did you?
Yeah, I did too.
I did not. That's why I'm asking.
Really?
Wow.
I mean, my Santa drank a lot of beer and smoked cigarettes and listened to salsa all night long.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Kima.
My dad, after I'd go to bed, he would throw rocks on the roof to make it sound like there were a reindeer up there.
And then the next day he'd say, "Hey, Brian, when you get done playing with your toys, get the ladder out.
You clean out the gutters."
You never broke a window doing that?
No.
That's funny.
That is hilarious.
What about you, Dust? You did Chris? You were Santa too?
Yeah, I was a big Santa guy until I stumbled upon the closet in my grandfather's room that had all the Star Wars figures and shit wrapped. They weren't even wrapped. It was just all in garbage bags because it was all stored in there to be wrapped.
To be run over by a car.
Yeah, or to be run over by a car. And I remember that was back when what was those KO figures from Star Wars that they made? They were 12-inch Star Lords. What the fuck was it? There was kind of like a Darth Vader that had a round head, and there was like a robot that came with a ship. I can't remember the fucking line. James, you got to remember that one.
I think he's talking to you.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Star Lords or some shit, but that was
Power Lords. But
no. This is 70s, man. This is like late 70s. So, I found all that shit in this closet, and it kind of like dawned on me, like, wow, it's over.
Well, I had a similar experience. My dad always, till this day, always keeps a couple antique cars, and he had a 41 Buick Roadmaster who actually he just sold that recently. And I'd get in it and pretend to drive. Me and my brother would play cops and robbers. It was parked in the garage. But we were doing that one day, and I looked in the back seat, and there was a G.I. Joe, the personnel carrier. Remember that long thing? It had the tan camouflage cover, and it had the little straps that you could never get all the guys. You think about it now, I was like, why the fuck would I want to strap 30 guys in here? Then I'm fixing to have to unstrap it all. But anyways, and the box had a very distinct crush in the corner. I guess it was kind of prolific to where I am today in my life. And then Santa brought the same box, so I knew then. That's what had happened. So let's go through some of the we got some good comments here. Owen Anderson.
Hey, real quick. Hey, Dust. Staroid Raiders? Something like that.
Was it this? Just curious.
Yes.
Star Team.
Fucking James, man.
Night at Ren just said too as Star Team.
Star Team toys. That was it, man. That was it. I had them all. It was kind of like a bootleg runoff, man. Yep. Good stuff. Oh.
All right, so Owen Anderson said, the year I got this thing, it's the G.I. Joe Mobile Command Center. My dad spent an hour putting on the decals. He bitched a lot, but he did it for me. He said it also doubled nicely as a Star Wars sand crawler. I don't know if you guys remember that one. It's got the kind of treads on the side. And then Matt W says, I think it was 1987. I just turned 10 and asked for Fort Max. Opened up all my presents and didn't get him. My parents hid him in the closet because they are assholes. I still have him. Daryl, who is Tentacles. I'm not even going to attempt his voice because Daryl has a great accent. But G1 Jazz, he was rarer than gold dust sniff.
You froze up, dude.
Yeah. Can you reread that jazz one?
Yeah, so this is Tentacles. He says G1 Jazz, he was rarer than gold dust, sniffed up by a unicorn, then farted into the Loch Ness monster's mouth. My gran was the matriarch of the family. She wanted her little omen child, Daryl, to have that jazz toy, damn it. So like the tyrannical Megatron, she commanded all 47 immediate family, small for an Irish family, to get that Porsche robot or suffer her wrath. Weeks went by in the run up to Christmas. No sign of him. I'd check under all the beds, behind the wardrobe, everywhere. Nothing. No jazz for me. So I tried to brainwash myself into believing Hound was my favorite, who I already had. Fuck jazz. I opened my Christmas presents. Nothing. No jazz as I predicted. But then a voice rang out. I don't even know how to say this. You buck in Egypt. There's one present left. Santa left it in the other room. Clawed off the paper. Fucking jazz. Yes. Fuck off, Hound. I hated you anyway, you snot green bitch. Thanks, Gran. And then Agent Kid Matt, when I was about 4 years old, came downstairs and saw this big-ass box behind the tree. It was taller than I was. I opened it up, and it was this. It's some sort of little Tykes car tracks. Yeah. I love that thing. It had ramps, a loop, and the top was storage compartment. For Hot Wheels, and I immediately says it's still taller than you. Bramer says Power Master Prime and Scorponok same Christmas. James Arthur said G.I. Joe vehicles, Tiger Shark, and Hammer. Dominic says one Christmas me and my brother got so many Star Wars toys and vehicles and play sets my mom didn't have time to wrap them, so she put them in black garbage bags with a red bow. Then the Animal Monster Truck toy. Oh, I remember that one. So it's like a
the animal
off-road,
but didn't have the claws that came out of the wheel.
Yeah. Can anything stop the animal?
All those claws did was just stop it from even being.
Yeah. Can anything stop the animal? Yeah, those fucking claws you had.
Yeah. So Energon Addict says the Thundercats Thunder Tank. I went nuts when I got it. Alex M, my favorite toy memory when we were living in Niagara Falls at the time. This is my last year getting toys as presents. I had already ticked my parents off when I told them I wanted a Fort Max instead of a stereo. Of course, I got lots of toys every year after that. Sam M is when I was 6 or 7, I got Optimal Optimus from Beast Wars. That was pretty rad. John B, G.I. Joe and Transformers were on afternoons after school back in '84. As the only boy in a house full of girls, I was so into the products of science fiction and Saturday morning cartoons. Aside from riding my bike and playing Army, we collected mini toys and action figures. I think it was Christmas of '84 that I received my 2 favorite G.I. Joe vehicles. The Killer Whale was wrapped in a huge box, and I was floored by its size.
Yeah,
that was cool.
What's the Killer Whale?
It's the hovercraft.
It's the big
okay.
hovercraft.
Yeah.
It came with Cutter. Yeah.
Shout out the homie Cutter.
My second present was the transportable tactical battle platform. It became the staple of my collection. Let's see here.
And it's great because you just posted this earlier today, man.
Oh man, yeah, we got deep into this. The guys basically were talking about how they fell into the G.I. Joe rabbit hole, and let's see.
Hey, shout out to the Facebook group, man. It's really fucking popping off, man.
Tiger Track said in '83 when I got the Sky Striker, it was my first Joe toy, and I was so into them. I don't even remember what else I got that year. I never put that thing down until '84 when I got into Transformers. Well, I'll tell you guys, I had a. If you saw what I had when I was a kid, you would have never thought I would have gotten into Transformers the way I did. I had so much G.I. Joe shit.
Yeah, so did I.
I mean, I had the flag. I had all the big. Me and my brother together had like 140 men figures, and this was back when you were going to the store. It was like, oh, I got $4. I can get a G.I. Joe. Yep. Although I'm selling it too.
Yeah, G.I. Joe was a big thing for me before I transitioned into Transformers. And Transformers was part of it, but it was mostly I was a big G.I. Joe dude,
So John B has another one here. Seeing
What's
Star
that?
Wars and John
Nope.
B has another one here. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
No,
yeah. You roboted it a little bit.
I don't know what's going on tonight. After seeing Star Wars in '77, I fell in love with the characters. When the Empire came out, I remember getting an AT-AT along with the Rebel Transport. Totally awesome, and to this day, still one of my favorite vehicles. And this is a young buck for us here, Dust. Kevin E. I got one of every episode 1 figure from the first 2 cases the year it came out in the chip reader. I was elated. Hey, Kevin, if you want to relive that memory, I know a guy that lives in Jersey that can help you out.
Oh, I got 2 guys in Jersey.
Oh, man.
Hey, you know what? We were talking before about the AT-AT, and I remember my mom. I wanted the AT-AT for my birthday. My birthday's right after Christmas. It was really hard to find back then. The old school Star Wars AT-AT. She found it. She paid, of course, over retail to get it. Brought it home. I opened it up out of the box. Started playing when she goes, "What? It doesn't fucking walk?" If you know my mom, that's how she was. If you know me, I'm just like my mom. I'd be like, "The fucking fuck, whatever." And she goes, "That fucking thing don't walk." I paid that much money and the fucking thing don't walk.
That's funny. So let's see. Rob S says the year he got the original Game Boy.
Oh wow.
This is a good one here. Owen says, "Save my money forever to get $50 to buy a Game Boy. I came home the next day and my mom had killed the batteries playing it all day."
She's playing Tetris too, probably.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. We were talking about Tetris the other day. How addicting it was for a generation of people who hadn't really played video games. Sunday Heat says, "Open up the first G.I. Joe vehicle," and it's that same one I was just talking about, that troop transport. And he seems to still have it.
Was that the APC carrier, right? The APC?
It's that one. It almost looks like it's amphibious, and it's got the
Yeah, I think
camouflage top.
I think it's called the APC.
It's the armed personnel carrier. Yeah.
Yeah, APC.
Yep. So that's I believe that's
the memory is coming back. Muscle memory.
Rob R says my favorite Christmas memory is the year I got all my Ninja Turtles. So good stuff, guys. I appreciate everybody that shared.
Yeah, man, that's fantastic.
And Dust, if you need to relive your memories, looks like you can get you a decent Batmobile for about $75.
Yeah, well, you know what? I would actually buy it, throw it in the fucking street, and run over it again.
Just to bring back the.
Yeah. Pick it up. And if you know my grandfather, he looked like fucking Bobby De Niro with the hair slicked back. He was one of those dudes, you know. He like, pick it up, fucking L&M fucking cigarette hanging out of his fucking mouth. You know, yeah, the L&M fucking no filters hanging out his fucking mouth. Fucking douchebag. You know, and I'm going to tell you guys right now, he died a really fucking violent and hurtful death, and I'm really glad that he did, because he really wasn't a good dude, man. He really wasn't fucking a good dude.
Like violent in the street violent?
Shout out to emphysema.
Oh, okay. I got you.
It was a very painful death.
Those unfiltered. I got you.
Yep.
All right. So, follow that.
On that note.
Merry Christmas.
No, honestly,
I don't want to follow that note.
Jay Ruse, you got to save Christmas now.
Is there anybody else on this podcast that wishes their own family members or glad that they died?
No.
All right, I win.
Yep, you win. You win the Rock Christmas.
Does Christmas is still saved? Saved Christmas.
Now you know why I'm fucking win.
All right, so we're gonna move on to our next segment here, which should be Happy Toy Pictures. Happy Toy Pictures by JRuse.com.
I don't know what I just clicked. Oh.
We're not going to highlight you because...
Yeah, don't highlight me yet. I just fucked something up.
Explorer.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, there we go.
You're at 92 right now.
That was Microsoft Edge 2016 version. All right. Should I start? Are we ready?
Yeah, we're ready. If you're ready, let us know.
All right. I'm ready.
What are we doing right now, Jay Roos?
We are.
This is the segment that.
Yes, that's right. This is the segment. Wow, you know my lines. This is a segment that we wait. Now you totally fucked me up. This is a segment of the show where we feature pictures from Instagram using the hashtag Realm of Collectors.
Realm. I'm trying to put
I only hear,
Realm.
I only hear one realm.
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 All right.
Realm. Hashtag
All
realm.
right.
Realm.
Realm.
Oh, now there's too many realms. Each week, I select 5 pictures from the community that use the hashtag and feature them on the show. And let's get started. First picture, because Dust loved it so much the
Yeah.
first time he saw it, by @Kilo1027 of Soundwave looking at Ravage take down the fucking tree.
He said he was inspired by the Wookiee Chronicles.
That is funny though.
So awesome job @Kilo. Thank you for making us chuckle as always.
Even if I wasn't his inspiration, it's really fucking good.
Yes, this was a day in the life of Dust a few weeks ago, so I thought it was pretty funny. Awesome job. Next, by Tentacles_just_tentacles with a crazy action scene with Masterpiece Optimus, Masterpiece Bumblebee, and Masterpiece Sideswipe running through a fucking battlefield and debris flying all over
There's
the
a
place.
lot going on there.
With a
Wow.
crazy angle and lots of effects. Awesome job. And that is, he has the KFC hands and the KFC gun on Optimus. So awesome. I just noticed that. Awesome job @Tentacles.
Yeah, this photo is crazy, man.
There's a lot going on there. That looks good.
What are they running on? Like, what did he use for the?
So I'll tell you what those are. Those are because I think I've asked you before. They are the easiest way to describe it is if you go to a convenience store and they have all the lighters you can buy. It's the trays those lighters go in.
Well, what about like the gold stuff? Hey, J. Roos, can you zoom out a little bit? Or is that how it was cropped?
Yeah, that's how it's cropped.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the gold.
Yeah, like what's the gold
IG
stuff?
squares. I think he just, honestly, he just throws a bunch of shit on the table or wherever he takes the picture, and it just looks like that looks like an X-wing wing right there. You know what I mean? So it just looks like it fits in because it's all debris, and you can't tell what it is exactly because of the angles and the zooms
and the way he does the filters and
this dude like
some effects.
I just like no joke. You've watched over the past. How long have you been doing this? A year.
Yep.
The progression of this dude specifically, and it's fucking insane.
Yeah. Yep.
Like I would like to find like his first photos that we started doing versus like these new ones.
Once he went outside, his outside photos really turned it up.
First thing I ever noticed that he did that I really paid attention to was when he was doing the alien stuff, because it was just it had a it kind of set a mood. It was kind of creepy looking.
I have those saved. They're on my other computer. We can
nice,
go through them one day. We can do the Tentacle Chronicles.
Hey, hopefully we get him on the show one day and we could do that with him.
I'm sure we can.
I know it's hard because of the time zones, but maybe we could work something out with him. So,
yep.
Come on, Tentacles, hit us up.
He doesn't sleep, isn't he?
He don't need sleep. He don't fucking need sleep. We'll get him on here.
So, good job, Tentacles. Next is @RJ_TY, and this picture just caught my eye.
Yep. Simple, but fucking looks great.
Yeah, simple. I love the fucking shadow in the background and the simplicity of the background, and then he's using twisty ties to
Thwip Squad
as webbing. Yep, as Thwip
Squad. Shout out to the Thwip Squad.
So just you haven't said it yet, but it's a picture of Spider-Man in the black suit.
That's a new one, right?
No, it's Black Spider-Man. Okay, can we be a little
easy? Is that the new one?
Yes, the new one. I got you on that, Dust. If you need one.
Oh, I want one too.
$14.99. Yeah, I got it.
Is it just the shadow?
Yes.
And let me ask this question: Is that just how the shadow came out, or is he trying to show because the shadow looks like Venom to me? Is that kind of did he take it that far, trying to make it look like it's Spider-Man, but it's something more,
Hey,
Or is it just me?
@RJ_TY, can you respond to?
I don't know if you guys
I'm not.
Are you guys getting that? Are you guys getting that from the photo, or is that just me looking into it too much?
I do see that a little now that you say it. It's the distortion of the shadows. All it is. But I don't.
Right.
If you did it on purpose, kudos. If you didn't, hey, you got something cool for free.
I think what this is like an artistic picture, you know.
Right.
So
Yeah.
there's like a multiple meanings. To me, it means it's like the darkness that's falling over Spider-Man because of the black suit type of
Yep.
thing, you know. So
Okay.
That's deep, man.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
Damn.
Breaks it down.
yeah. See,
Deep as the Atlantis.
I'm deep as my roast beef vagina.
Deep as that tree that's coming up on your house.
Lasagna. Lasagna.
So awesome job at RJ_TY. Hit up just with the answer to his question. So
Yeah, you're we fucking yawning. Fucking ass.
and next picture is another one by at MBiz55. Awesome picture with some diorama pieces that look like rocks and wire all over the place and some fire in the background of some bounty hunters, prototype bounty Boba Fett suit and Greedo and IG-88 walking up. I don't know if
It looks like the prototype Boba Fett's going after them.
or they're coming after him.
No. It's Boba Fett. Boba Fett goes after people. Nobody comes after Boba
But
Fett.
it's prototype Boba Fett.
Dive deep into it. What do you see?
Could be a
Why do you got to fucking talk about prototype Boba Fett like that, man? Don't talk about.
Because I don't like it.
Are you saying Boba Fett? Because
Maybe he's
Making
just
me-
scared shitless.
that's
why he's white.
Yeah, that's right.
He's getting no love.
He's got
White-
balls.
white-
He's got balls trying to sneak up on people all dressed
Boba's
in
got-
white, man.
Any type of Boba's got Boba.
You know, white is right.
Okay,
Jay.
let's-
You're not going to be on the
White
show next week.
power. White power. Awesome.
So we're taking auditions for a new member.
You have to be able to-
This
You have to
Go
be
ahead.
able to select 5 pictures at random every week.
is not at random. Jesus. At MBiz55, awesome shot. Love it. And last but not least, this picture really stood out to me. By at _square.
He does really good work, this guy. Wow.
Fucking great posing. They look so natural
Yep.
and realistic.
What are they
like this-
dragging? What is that?
What are these fig warts?
I think.
Are they
Well, the
Hot
one on the
Toys?
left is definitely a Fig Warts, right?
The Ryan.
No.
Target exclusive 2-pack.
Yeah,
Okay.
these are all Hasbro figures.
I could tell. Yeah, I could tell the Scout Trooper is Hasbro on the right. But okay.
But
So
what
they're
is
all
that-
Hasbro figures,
What is
guys.
it they're dragging though?
Okay. It said
Is that
something
like
about
3A
damn Nazis.
figure?
Yeah, it's a 3A because he said something about damn Nazis. So it's probably one of those steampunk robo-Nazi things.
It looks wow. Look how he got the trees in the fucking scale. It looks great.
Yeah, man, their poses are great.
It's
Like
fucking
it looks
incredible.
natural. It looks real. It looks real.
Yeah. It really does.
This
Holy
makes me want to
shit.
go into
All
the
the
woods.
dirt and everything on the.
Yeah. He threw the dirt on them. Wow. What a great job.
Mom, can you wash my toys for me?
Yeah.
Told you not to take out of the woods, Johnny.
This is fucking great, man. So awesome job at _square.
Hell yeah. This is a great pick.
So I told you guys to be surprised by this last picture.
Nah,
'cause-
probably not.
What?
I'm never surprised.
You just were. Like, what the fuck? Jesus. All right, guys. Awesome job, everyone. If you want to be featured on the show live on Mondays, 8 p.m. Eastern, hashtag your pictures, Realm of Collectors.
Realm.
When you're featured, you will also your pictures will also show up on our website, realmofcollectors.com, our Facebook page, and our IG page at Realm of Collectors,
Which are they already there?
which are already there on all three, well, on 2 of the 3 formats. Awesome job. Keep pumping them out. Love it. And see you next week. I'm out. Later, guys.
Peace.
All right. We're done with him. Okay.
Yeah, you don't need me anymore.
Thanks, Jay. So, Dust, you want to tell everybody the bad news and the good news about our drawing last week?
Yeah, the bad news is that the winner of last week, and what was it? Geo Gator,
Think
Yep.
so.
never got back to us. The good news is we're going to fucking do it again. Nobody?
Yay!
I hear an echo.
Go.
All right, so I'm gonna do a little screen.
It's okay,
share.
Dust. J. Roos puts everyone to sleep. Thanks, Charles.
I like it was Charles that
That's
Charles
true.
just dissed
Shout out to
you.
Charles. Hold on. All right, so I'm sure this is going crazy all over the place. I gotta fucking drop this. I gotta drop that. Oh, wait a minute. Bring it back. Very unprofessional tonight. Random.org. So here,
Take Chio Gator out of there.
I took GeoGator out of there. So here we have everybody from 1 to 71. We're gonna go right here, 1 to 71, and we're gonna generate right now. You guys ready?
Hang on, no, you got to do the other part first.
I already did.
You already randomized the names.
The name?
They're already in here.
Oh, you already did it.
Yep.
Oh, man. Okay.
Pre-randomized. 21 is the winner. You guys seeing this?
Drums, please.
Studio Dre. So
Nice.
Studio Dre is our winner.
He was in the
Dre-
chat earlier.
He doesn't
Dre,
watch
get
the
in-
show. Nah,
He does.
I know.
West Coast guy. Hey, Dre, hit me up, man. We'll get you squared away on that prize. Appreciate everybody once again for entering. Just shoot me a PM or a DM or a
Yep.
CM
You have
or
to
a
get to
PM.
us. We're not getting to you.
Anybody that knows Geo Gator, tell him you snooze, you lose.
Hey, and just going forward in any of our giveaways, we're not chasing anybody down. If within a week you haven't found us, we're moving on to the next person.
Well, that just tells me everybody just entered just to enter it. They're not watching the show. So
So they wanted to enter the contest. They didn't want to enter the round.
Oh, I was just about to say that.
See what I did there? Swinging like my balls on my chin.
Isn't that what our isn't it realm of contests? Isn't that what our
Swinging like your ball on your chin.
realm? Yeah, look.
Huh?
See my balls? swinging?
Shout out to Dre. man.
That's skill.
Yeah.
All right. So I think this is the part of the show where Jisk is going to leave.
Yep.
Oh, come on. Let's spoil it.
I'll see you guys on the
We got
flip.
nothing to talk about for a little bit before you leave.
Hey, dude, you got 30 minutes. 30 minutes is
30
enough time for you guys to crush.
Nah, we're not gonna talk 30 minutes.
So,
Yeah, you will.
well, yeah, we will. we will.
Oh.
So we're going to talk Rogue One, and this is going to be spoilerific. So
Everybody, Rogue
How many people
One
actually leave
spoilers. Leave
right
now. Let's give him a chance. Rogue
Wait, before-
One spoilers.
Or
leave
just leave.
now.
Let him hear our ratings first, because we're gonna do ratings, right? We're gonna
let's
do
just do.
scores.
You want to hear our ratings?
I'll hear your ratings. Yeah, I'm gonna see it on Wednesday. It's official that I'm seeing it on Wednesday. You know, barring any kind of catastrophe in my home.
All right. So Brink, just real quick, just numbers here, nothing else. 1 through 10, 10 being the best. What do you give it, Brink?
It's my first time judging anything. I will do a 9.3.
9.3.
All right.
Oh my god, this is your last time judging something.
Jesus. We usually do on the 0.5 scale, but whatever.
Yeah, this is usually a
All
half
right,
scale.
then let's go 9.5.
Wow, you're gonna go up, not low.
Yeah, I'll go up.
Wow. So almost a 10 movie for you.
Almost. This thing rubbed me the wrong way the first time. I just wasn't in my right mind. But when I went and saw it the second time, it
Just
just
get-
washed over me, and
Okay.
I got
All right,
those.
we just need a number.
Oh yeah,
enough.
it's sorry.
You know what?
I'm gonna get
Enough-
carried
enough-
away.
Enough banter out of you for now.
Mister, I don't have banter. You have plenty of
All right.
banter.
Hey, Rose, what's your number?
9.5, and there was only a couple things that took that 0.5 away from it. So
All
we'll
right,
talk about that later.
Jisk.
wait.
Right now it's got a 0. I haven't seen it.
Dust, what do you give it?
8.5 to a 9, easily.
Which one?
Which one?
That's an 8.8.
I only watched it twice, so I say 8.5 until I watch it again. Then I'm sure it's gonna be a
8.75.
What did you give Rogue? I mean, what did you give Force Awakens?
He hated it.
I
I
hated
know.
it.
I just
think
don't
it was
know if you
a-
remember.
Fuck.
Four?
I don't. 4. I was really low.
Oh, BVS.
James, what do you say on this one?
I give it a 9. Solid 9.
Wow.
Nice.
Definitely better than BVS.
I will also give it a solid 9.
I will say, man, this is my movie of the year. for me.
Let me just ask one question real fast before I leave. Oh, you gave it a 9, you said, Chris?
Yeah, I gave it a 9 as well.
Is it, where do you rank it of in like all time Star Wars movies? Like, where does it rank?
See,
is it the best Star Wars movie you've ever seen?
No, you
I can't answer that because
No, okay.
and here's the reason why. I've seen all the other movies at least a dozen, if not more times, and I can't rate that just on one viewing.
Okay, that's fair.
I will tell you that it's right. It may be movie of the year for me.
It's the fucking Star Wars we wanted.
The Star Wars we deserve.
Yes.
All right.
For
All
real.
right, let me go so you guys can talk about
Wait,
it.
hold on. I would say that it's in my top 3 Star Wars movies, and I don't know
Jess.
which one is knocking off, but I'm gonna say it's top 3.
Jess, you coming back for the outros?
Maybe. I don't
All
know.
right. Well, we'll do the
Hit me up
outros
when you guys are done.
You want to do the outros right now?
No. Just hit me up when you guys are
All
done, and then and then I'll come back in if it's.
Yeah, we want to touch on it back when you see it. We're going to talk more about it.
Yeah, definitely
when you
next
see it.
week. I mean, we could spend the whole show next week since we've all seen it talking about it. I'm fine with that. I think we'll try and get maybe we'll get some other people on.
Get the
All
fuck on.
Later, you guys.
Fuck you.
All right, so
Watch the
just-
bootleg, you motherfucker.
So now we are wholeheartedly going to be in spoiler mode.
All right. So anybody else does not want to hear spoilers about this movie, leave now.
Wah, wah, wah. Wait, do I got a sound effect on this phone?
I'm just waiting. I mean,
clear.
Studio
We're clear.
Dre's in here. Maybe I should bounce now, but you won the contest, so maybe you should stay. Just because.
All right,
It's
so
me.
let's just do it this way. Brink, what was your favorite scene?
Oh wow.
Favorite scene. Wow.
All right, everybody back out. But basically, when Darth Vader storms that ship and tries to go after and get the plans, he's killing everyone, steals their weapons with the Force, and actually to see him at the end be like, "God damn it, they got away. I'll get him." That was like, I think that was like my favorite, and that and of course the battle scenes with the X-wings fighting, flying through the air, shooting stuff, and all that good stuff. But those are my favorite scenes.
Yeah, we dropped 10 viewers.
To get out there and see that movie, man.
That doesn't have any banter. He says, "J. Ruse, what was your favorite?"
That fucking Vader scene when he fucking when you see the fucking rebels trying to run away and the shit goes dark and you see fucking smoke and then the red light shows up and it's fucking Vader's silhouette, you're like, fuck yes, this is what I paid to fucking see. This is what I wanted to fucking see. And then when Vader when he unleashes and it's just total fucking badassery. You're like, that last 3 minutes of the movie just made every Star Wars movie fucking awesome.
That brought it from an 8.0 to a 9. Easily.
Just that last 3 minutes.
Yep.
Oh my god. Fuck that. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Next.
All right, so Dus.
The last scene, of course, was great, but another scene with Vader was when they went to see him on fuck, what's the planet?
Mustafar.
Yeah, that's it.
And now they didn't.
And he was in the back of the tank.
Yeah.
It kind of gave you like it kind of showed you how he was, it was a balance, You all think about Vader and Vader being zzz with the lightsaber and killing it, but now you see him, they go there. It's kind of like reminiscent of Empire Strikes Back when he had the helmet. The helmet was coming down. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But to show him in the back of the tank like that, and that's what he needed to do to keep him going, that meant a lot. That was really, really, really was a good scene for me. But of course, the end scene was fucking great also. But all the nods were well done. Well done. Not overdid, but well done.
It does.
So
that back the tank scene was.
It was great.
Yeah, sorry, J. Ruse, but I've read in some extended universe books, like, to him that suit is a prison to him, so he likes to get out of it.
Yep.
And I think Brian was gonna say they did not. That was the only location they didn't reveal in type.
Yeah,
Right?
there was nothing underneath.
Because they wanted it to be a surprise of who that guy was visiting. I think because that was fucking great.
Yeah, but once
I'm
you
like,
saw him
what is it,
flying down a
lava?
sort of volcanic ash, I was
Like,
like definitely that's where he's
Lava,
going.
fucking temple with lava
Yep.
coming out as a waterfall. Where the fuck is this? I thought I missed it. I missed the location, but then I realized later on like why they wouldn't.
I've been
put the
watching a lot of
location.
YouTube vids saying like they think that he wants to stay there because it shows him who
His
he's
rebirth.
become. Yeah,
Yeah,
his
his-
rebirth, who he's become, and that's
Yep.
why he lives there. I guess.
And where he failed.
Yeah, actually, yeah. It's kind of like a positive and a neg.
Yep.
All right, so Jane, what about you?
It's the end. Same shit that we already said.
Yep.
So there you go.
So mine would be watching Darth Vader take a bubble bath. It's pretty dope.
Yeah, the back.
Dude, you know what's cool about
Rubber
it is
ducky, you're the one.
somebody in YouTube, somebody in the comments said that watching him be vulnerable was awesome, was great. But you know what?
Yeah.
What was cool is he had fucking royal guards protecting him while he was in the fucking
Yeah.
tank, right?
Yeah.
So my favorite scenes, I just gotta, the Vader stuff was cool, and I think we were all completely blown away by how much of Vader we actually got. Because I'll be honest, once don't choke on your ambition, I thought, okay, well that was cool, and I thought we were done. I thought that was all the Vader we were getting. But to get it at the end was cool. But I gotta tell you, they knocked it out of the fucking park with Grand Moff Tarkin.
Oh hell yeah,
Dude, CGI is
Oh,
insane.
man. I gotta tell you guys right now, I knew nothing about Tarkin being in the movie.
Yeah, neither did I.
3 days ago, fucking Nate posted something in the Cobra Lodge chat that pissed me the fuck off. And I left the chat and I said, "You motherfuckers, you spoiled the fucking shit out of it." I knew nothing about that because I've been steering clear of all of this shit.
Dude, I tell you, man, I was in the
Tarkin
theater.
fucking killed it, man.
So I was sitting there, me and my oldest Mason, we were in the theater, and he walks up on the ship there, and I could tell from the back of his head. So I'm like slapping his arm. I'm like, "Is that fucking Tarkin?" And he turns around, and those fucking sunken, fucking cheekbones sticking out.
Fucking killed it, man.
Yep.
Holy shit. We don't need actors anymore, man. We don't need
dude,
actors
I
anymore.
could tell, like you could barely tell it was CGI,
Yeah.
but you could
Something-
tell,
Yeah.
like when they
Yeah.
kept switching from his face to the other dude's face, from his face. I'm like, oh man, I could tell a little bit
It's
that
the
it's
mouth.
CGI.
Yeah.
Something about the way the mouth moves.
But I was like, man, that shit
But
looks
His
good.
character was incredible.
But you got to admit at the very end, you know what's happening, right? And the thing is, there's two kinds of tension to build in film. There's tension where you don't know what's going to happen, and then there's tension you know what's going to happen, but you don't know how it's going to happen. And I'll be honest, this movie, I knew exactly what the fuck was going to happen, but the way they got from point B to point C had me on the edge of my fucking seat, and I loved it. So
Well,
at the end, when you get the white. You see the white hood. I'm like, oh my god, are they gonna show her? And she turned around,
Exactly.
and I almost came to tears. And she said,
Yeah, I teared up, man.
I did. I
fucking
fucking
teared up.
Dude,
I'll be
my
the first
boys
to
were on
say,
the
man,
side
I
of me. I was
teared
like,
up.
please don't let them see me crying. Like
Yep.
they'll see my tear come out. Please,
Yep.
please. I'm like, hide, because it was fucking awesome. Just like you said, she was standing back to us. I'm like, they're not gonna show her. There's no way they're gonna show her. And she fucking turns around, or they pan around, whatever.
Well,
it was.
once I saw Tarkin,
holy
and then I saw the white robe, I was like, yeah, they're definitely gonna do it, man. The goosebumps just went from the back all the way through here the last fucking half hour.
And the
man.
voice was
that
perfect. The voice was perfect.
I'm sure
Like,
they
I don't know
pulled
how
that-
they did the voice,
pulled
but
that's straight off the track because Carrie Fisher now sounds like she's
yeah.
I gotta tell you guys right now, I was really impressed with Tarkin. Tarkin was a really big. I really loved what they did with him in the movie, man. Like how the one dude was like, yeah, I made this. Well, I'll talk to the Emperor. I'll tell him how good we're doing. And all that dude wanted to do was meet the Emperor and get some fucking love from the Emperor for what he created. And Tarkin was like, whatever, man. I got this.
No, this is a great thing you did. I'm taking
but you know what?
commands.
But you know what?
Fuck you.
I'm going to take charge of this and talk to the Emperor. Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck
So,
you.
you can see where he was just like that fucking, he wanted to just make sure that it got done right, and when he was out there, man, it was just,
Yeah, and at the end, like Tarkin's like 0 fucks given, just blow up the fucking city, and the guy looks up and he's like, "Fuck
but he's
my
there, fuck
life,
Mhm.
fuck my." The guy looks up, he sees everything getting exploded. He's like, "Fuck my life, this sucks.
Yep.
Fuck you, Tarkin. Fuck you."
Yep. This was my fucking my ambition. This is all about me, and now it's gone. You took it away. You're dead. You're gone. It's all him.
Oh, so what do
great.
you guys think of the story?
I mean,
Besides the nostalgia stuff, because that's what we were just going on about, right?
you know what I liked about it? It's a fucking war movie. This is what I want in a fucking Star Wars. It was a war movie.
It's a war movie, and I'm a big fan of caper movies, like the Ocean's movies, and Gone in 60 Seconds and stuff like that. And it kind of had that feel to it.
Yep. Yep.
They had a goal. They had to get there, and
they formed a team. They had their team, and they went there.
I'm one with the Force. The Force is with me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, you know what?
That was the worst part of it.
That
I
was
don't think we needed that, honestly. In my opinion. But
I was all about that.
I understand where they needed to kind of keep the Force alive and the Jedi shit alive.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. When he was walking to that last to flick the switch at the end, I was looking at his staff. I'm like, I for sure said this motherfucker's fixing to pull a lightsaber.
Dude,
Yeah.
I saw the same shit. I saw there was lightsaber hilt pieces on the top of that staff, and I'm like,
so these guys were supposed to be like knights of the temples.
Yes, they were guarding the temple.
Jedi temples.
Where they mined the kyber crystals.
So they were not Jedis, but yet they wanted to be because they protected these guys. So they believed in that.
They were forced.
You have to believe in that if you're going to protect that.
There was some force sensitivity there. I think.
Yeah, well, that's what they say. I think the guy didn't have the force sensitivity. He just was a lucky motherfucker because he believed it.
He's like, I know these stormtroopers.
I mean,
think she's
honestly,
straight.
we really did. In my opinion, we didn't really need those guys, but it worked.
They were force like
force-
shamans from the old storylines and stuff. That's how they learned. The Jedis learned how to become their astral plane type self to commune with living. Is from those guys.
So they go through them.
That's what Qui-Gon Jinn did, supposedly.
okay.
When the whole thing that we saw with Yoda's like to Obi-Wan at the end of the third one, Revenge of the Sith, saying, "Hey, I've talked to an old friend of yours." It's like, who? Your master. It's like, and I will teach you how to commune with him also. And that's where he learned it.
Okay. Makes some sense. So they were force sensitive. They had to be force. Well,
Yeah,
I don't know
they're
if
force
the guy with the big
The other
gun
one was just like a
guns was force
bodyguard.
Yo, I didn't know fucking Whitaker was gonna die that quick.
Whitaker's
thought
a
he-
Clone Wars character.
I thought he was gonna have a bigger presence.
You know that Dust that he was a Clone Wars character, the Clone Wars the animated series.
No, I didn't know. I didn't watch it.
Well, it was. I actually went back and watched the episode, but yeah, they pulled him directly from that. Was actually a pretty big deal.
Yeah, I didn't think he was gonna
because it's canon
that quick.
Wait, what episode was that from? I don't remember him.
Season 5, episode 2.
Okay, well, damn. I guess I won't look it up. I'm just asking. Dave, I'm gonna stop using Wikipedia.
We got the Wiki archive.
Jamepedia.
Wikisaber.
Can you tell me what? Can you tell me?
Jamepedia.
Is the guy who played Krennic the same guy who played the one of the bad guys in The Dark Knight Rises?
I can't tell you any of that.
So I didn't know they were trying to force combine all these different things, like the myth of Clone Wars and Rebels. I know Rebels, you had a couple
ghost
ships.
ship in.
Yeah, you had the ships in there and whatnot. But
Yeah, my second viewing, I did spot the ghost.
I watched a bunch of ghost Easter eggs videos for this fucking movie.
Oh, there was ghosts in there? I didn't even.
Yep.
Yeah, the ship from Rebels.
It was on Yavin 4, and it was in the air above Scarif.
Yeah.
Okay. How'd you guys feel about that U-wing?
That's great.
Why are there where did they all go? Was it a short production run?
Doesn't matter.
Well, where did all the Death Troopers go and the Short Troopers?
Right, and where do
I mean, you knew it was going to happen, but it wasn't too overwhelmed. Like
where all the
U-wing
Short Troopers went?
The TIE
wasn't a
Striker.
fighter. the Ewing wasn't a fighter; it was a transport. So that's
Yeah.
probably why we didn't see it in any of the other movies.
And whatever model K2SO, what happened to all those? Because there was at least 3 you saw.
So did you guys like? Wasn't he the Ace Milo of fucking droids?
Yeah, and we didn't see any beach troopers because they didn't fight on any more beaches, did they?
I will tell you.
See,
I
here's
will
the
tell
negative
you
thing, William.
the amount of screen time that those troopers got compared to the buildup was almost a disappointing. And then that tank, the hover tank pilot, the coveted Toys R Us hover tank pilot, 30 seconds.
Yeah.
In Star Wars fashion.
What I liked about it was like the whole battle on the beach reminded me like of a World War II.
Saving Private Ryan.
Not even you get a little bit of that, but like it was like
Normandy.
a,
Normandy,
Normandy or maybe like a one of the Japanese conflicts on one of the islands. It just gave me that feel. Like that's why I said it was a war movie, because it felt like a war movie. And
it was actually the opposite. It felt like they were getting pushed back to the beach, and then once you're at the beach, you're fucking stuck because there's no retreat.
Fighting.
And then they look up, and all these fucking fighters come in.
I'm surprised there wasn't any water vehicles.
Yeah. Yeah, and how about that walker coming out of the mist or out of the fog or out of the smoke or whatever?
The first time you hear the AT-AT.
How did you guys feel like when the Death Star came out of hyperspace? And it was
you see it on the horizon.
It just came in through the horizon, through the blue. Fucking, it was incredible, man. I was like, oh my god. Wow, man!
Dude, those fucking walkers. When you see the fighters taking out the walkers, that was a fucking epic scene. You fucking like that one dude, the Guardian, shoots the rocket launcher at the walker. It just shrugs it off, and he's like, "Fuck, we're fucked."
Then they went towards the feet, and they went towards the body.
And then all of a sudden the fucking X-Wings come and take one out, and they just fucking tear into them. It was fucking badass.
It was a great balance between the new and some of the old. It wasn't too yuck with the comedy. It was dark, which was great because it's reminiscent of Empire Strikes Back. And then the nostalgia tickles. They threw it in really good, like when they bump into fucking Walrus Man and what's his name?
Oh yeah.
That was fucking incredible. I loved it. I laughed my ass off.
Dude,
But he was thinner, It was obviously.
And in the beginning, they even had blue milk too.
The blue milk right off the bat. Yep. They focused on it. Of course, funny.
And you had the R2 and C3PO moment. It wasn't forced down your throat. It was just laid out like, wow. I can see how that can work, because you know what, this is happening maybe a year or 6 months before this happened. You know what I mean? So it was really, really well done. Really well done.
How epic was it when they're in space fighting, right? And you see all the rebel cruisers and all the rebel fighters, and then I think it was Tarkin that says, "Release the fighters," and you see those fucking TIE fighters come out in the hundreds.
Yep.
Oh my god, I was like,
Tarkin, man. Tarkin killed it, man. I fucking loved it, man.
I'm like, oh, they're fucked.
Incredible.
All those fucking TIE fighters. That was bad. And did you see all the other TIE fighters that they were using? All the experimental ones that.
There's some variant ones in there.
Yeah, and you know what else I like too is Jin's character wasn't overdone. Like in the teasers and stuff, I'm like, they're gonna focus on it's gonna be a Disney movie. They're gonna focus on this like spunky, sassy chick, right?
Yep.
But,
I agree with you, Brian. I agree.
And there were a couple lines in those teasers. Like when I was watching, I was not in a good mood, and I'm waiting for the lines in the teasers that I hate, so I can just hate this movie. Anyway, I won't get into that, but like it was cut out. The soldiers, welcome to the rebellion or whatever. Like that wasn't in it, and I was so glad because in the teaser that pissed me the hell off.
I got totally a different vibe.
Yeah,
I was like, and this isn't being mean, anti-feminist, but when you have a female character and they're pushing it in the first movie, and all of a sudden, oh, there's a female character in the next one. Oh, we're looking to be different. There's gonna be this guy and that guy and this thing, different races and whatnot. But they didn't push it to the point where you're like, they really didn't focus on the characters that much. They did, but they didn't, because you know what? They didn't want to focus and get you in because they're going to die.
Yep.
they were going to be dead. So they wanted you to just skip on the fucking lake with it and just bring it in a little bit because they don't want to get you attached because you know what? They're done.
Yeah.
But they did it. I think the balance was correct. It was perfect.
Yeah, they did her character really well.
Yeah. It wasn't overwhelming. Yeah, she was a badass. She had an attitude, but it wasn't like those, hey, spunky, like what they tried to do with what's her name? With Ray in the last one, It wasn't over the top, in my opinion. And that's what I enjoyed about that also.
Some of the characters could have used some work, like some extra acting classes, like the French guy kind of bothered me.
Yeah.
He was kind of just thrown in there. He really didn't do too much and whatever.
So there's a couple things that in one scene, like when they're in the command center, the guys kind of have the 70s haircuts. They got the sideburns and a little comb behind the ear. But then the fucking pilot, the Imperial pilot, has a goddamn man bun.
Yeah.
What is this? Like, would they really let an Imperial pilot have long hair?
Man bun. The man bun will fucking stop everything in an instant.
So yeah, like that was out of place. The Frenchie, and
you guys are nitpicking right now.
We are.
Right,
I mean, I gave it a 9.5.
I have two nitpicks.
And Whitaker's performance was kind of over the top.
I mean, I thought he was going to be a bigger presence in the movie. I really thought he was.
Yeah, Javer's in second viewing. I got used to it, but the first time I was like, he's like, save the rebellion, save the gym. I'm like, come on already. Whatever, just die, you mechanical bastard.
Yeah, it was. I think he was a little over the top, but I mean,
hey, I think I did that Kickstarter. Oh, that was on this.
That dude ain't kickstarting anything. That fucking bum leg.
He looked really good. His characters, all the fucking mechanical parts. I think it.
Yeah,
really
I just really thought he was gonna have a bigger presence. I guess that's why he wasn't in the trailers much.
Yeah.
I will say that I'm a big fan of just the universe that takes place in.
Oh hell yeah!
They did a great job expanding that. I love scenes like the market scene.
Yep.
Stuff like that in the Star Wars movies. I'm a dork for that stuff. I love it. So I love the scenes. The Scarif, being on Scarif, that was a cool scene.
I like how you saw the Death Star droid. He was in it quite a bit. You saw a couple of scenes of the Death Star droid and things that were from that era in there. It was great. Really well done.
Yeah, like the Death Star gunners, man.
It's a little shit.
What a horrible job. And the fact that they stuck with the old, when the guys are firing the Death Star, they're using the old.
I love that. I love that. That sound.
What was cool is like the gunners, that helmet they use is what their gunners use, because then in that other planet, Edo, those turret gunners were wearing that same helmet.
So you knew it was a gunner helmet.
Yep.
What'd you guys think of the music, the score? Because that was one of my gripes.
It was good. It was good, but not as good.
Did John Williams do it?
He did not.
No.
Okay. And you could tell. Right?
It was almost like they gave Puff Daddy. Here's a John Williams. Why don't you remix this for us?
Yeah. It was it felt like KO music to me. Like you could buy the Star Wars score on like some like CD back in the day, but it was like it wasn't the real one, and it just sounded a little off.
Like 1997 rap hits performed by the so and so All Stars.
Yep. But it's like
there was a lot of hints. They used a lot of the old stuff.
So when I
worked.
Yeah, my second time watching it, I was able to pick up the undertones a lot better. I was actually pretty drunk for the first time I watched it. But anyways, but I tell you, I remember I was having such a bad day, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna watch Star Wars, and the crawl, right? The fanfare, it's going to kick me off. I'm going to be ready for this. And then when it didn't show up, I was just like, what the fuck's going on here? I was so confused. I was like, where's the beginning, right? Long time ago, far, far away.
You turn into Ike Turner.
I'm like, where is it? I'm like,
You were Ike Turner. You turn into Ike Turner in the
Yeah.
theater.
Well, there were several things that were, we didn't pan down, we panned up.
I liked the
Immediately.
differences.
But
I really did.
We didn't have the wipes from the screen transitions.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody noticed that.
Fuck
And
Lucas, man.
it told us the where we were, which I really liked a lot.
I think the story flowed so much better without that, man. I really did.
Yeah,
Dude,
you're
in the
right.
beginning, they jumped around in 30 seconds or whatever, a few minutes. They jumped around from story to story to story, introduced everything, and then they went into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And
They did that whole scene with the spy telling the other spy, what happened on Jeddah, and then you go to her getting leaked on by something in her prison cell, and then you went to something else, and then then it starts.
Yep. Yeah, you're
You
right.
didn't have your typical beginning like a normal Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
Brian,
I was-
just to let you know, the score was done by Michael. I guess it's Giacchino. Giacchino. Ace would probably beat me up for saying.
Giacchino, yeah.
Yeah, so he did Star Wars, he did this, he did Doctor Strange. He looks like he's the go-to guy right now.
Right now, he's a John Williams of now.
Yeah,
I
so
just
Doctor
downloaded
Strange,
the whole album. just
Star
to
Trek
check it out.
Beyond,
Yeah.
Zootopia, Inside Out, Jurassic World, Tomorrowland, Jupiter Ascending, almost all the action stuff. He's doing the score. It looks like.
Yeah, it's like, but I was chatting with someone on a Facebook post right before I went to see it again last night, and it's like, this is a Star Wars story. It's not actually in the saga, right? So it's all part of the whole world, right? But and that's why maybe they broke away from that, right? You don't have the opening crawl, you don't have the same music, you don't have the whatever. And
Whatever. I mean, give me 20 fucking movies just like this,
Yep.
and I'm happy, man.
So I've been
I
saying
cannot wait for them to open up the fucking floodgates and give us everything else. Man. The Han Solo shit.
I've been saying this for a long time that the potential is endless for what they can do.
Yep.
You take any set universe, you can take the Marvel universe, you can even take the DC, and you can have a law drama, you can have a buddy cop show.
Yeah.
There's so many things. There's a great novel set that's called Coruscant Nights. It's set after the fall.
that's a
in
good
Coruscant.
trilogy.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't even have to be a
It's
trilogy anymore or a series
No,
of movies.
no, I'm
It
just
could be
saying-
one shots.
It was 3 books. That's why
I'm
I said
happy.
that.
I'm
Yeah.
happy with one shots.
Technically 4, Brian.
Oh, was it?
Honestly, look at
I gotta
this.
check my shelf.
I couldn't make it through the 4th one. I like the way your cat was licking its butthole back there. That's good.
Nice.
Podcasting. Definitely to me gives a lot of hope. No pun intended.
A New Hope.
Speaking of that, they mentioned hope so many times. They really.
I know. They did.
It lends credence
Yeah,
to
that was
the
a
title of the next movie, right?
Yeah, that was a little too extreme in my sense.
Yeah.
The comedy wasn't too bad. The womp womp wasn't that bad, but hope. Yeah.
Were you guys surprised that they didn't pepper in more? I mean, it easily could have put a Han Solo in one of the back scenes, or Orlando.
Yeah.
I'm glad they kept it the way it was. I told you guys, they didn't overpower it. They just gave it just enough. In my opinion.
It made episode 4 more relevant now, which is nice.
It really does. It really does. And
Yeah, reading
It's
that
like-
crawl at the beginning of 4, you're like, nah, that's fucking and it brings you back to this movie. And
You just want to watch this and go right into 4.
Yep.
You know
So
what
I
I
had-
did?
I had
You know what I did last night? I watched it. I downloaded the bootleg. I watched the bootleg, and then I started watching 7, and I fell asleep after the first 30 fucking minutes out of 7. I was done. I didn't give a fuck.
you've gotten old.
But
That probably was it.
So one other gripe. So this is my point 2 that I knocked off was how quickly she went from I don't give a fuck about your fucking rebellion to giving her speech. Right now, obviously between that her dad died. But I'm wondering if they don't develop that a little more in extra scenes or something like that.
Yeah, but it was all about her dad, man.
Yeah.
She actually get to see him and talk to him and
Everything was about her dad. I mean, even towards the last part where the plans were named Stardust when they were getting it, and
Yep.
the guy's like, "How do you know Stardust? That's me."
That's me. Yep.
But the thing was, in her speech, she was so articulate about like saying what their rebellion was based on and all that other stuff, and
Especially being an outsider.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
was funny.
Well, the way
The entire council was listening to her like, "You have something to say. Your dad was a supposedly traitor because he built this thing." Some people still thought that, and she's just giving this great inspirational speech.
Right.
And it's like, all right. Even into the toys, you see that she's a sergeant.
Yeah, and she did.
When
They
did
never
she-
mentioned that.
Yeah.
So-
She didn't get that far.
But it was like, again, like you said, Jamie, exactly like that. Whereas if it was me, I would be stumbling through it, like, no, just listen to me, damn it, I'm right. Just I can't tell you why. Just do it.
She got a field promotion when she was fucking
That's right.
in the fucking on the battle.
She got a
Everybody
field
else-
promotion on the beach.
Shout out to Mon Mothma.
Oh man, she looked good too.
Oh God, she looked damn good.
So this
What
movie
up,
made
baby?
$290 million worldwide.
All right. Give us more of these one shots, man.
I don't know what the budget was for this.
On its way to $1 billion.
Let me get that fucking Lando Calrissian one shot. Let me get that fucking Boba Fett one shot.
I want the Shadows of the Empire, little bridge
Oh,
between
yes.
Empire Strikes Back.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
They would do it.
Yeah,
they're not-
definitely.
They're not taking that universe into
I know they're not
consideration.
doing the expanded shit, but still.
I
So
know.
that's
It'll be
they-
great.
They spent $200 million on this movie, so they're broken even already.
So Jay, what do you got up here right now? Well, I see
see,
some scrolling fucking.
Yeah, it's the New Hope. It is a period of civil war. Rebel spaceships striking from a hidden base have won their first victory against the evil Galactic Empire.
I'm so glad the new movie didn't have this shit. I don't
During
like
the
this.
battle, rebel spies managed to steal secret plans to the Empire's ultimate weapon, the Death Star, an armored space battle station.
Death Star.
So this scroll right here is that whole fucking movie.
Yeah. Also, we know when they pulled the plans up, many people died to get these things. We know, we got it.
Well, that was
Return of the Jedi.
their Return of the Jedi.
They were Bothans.
Yeah, that was Bothans.
Yeah,
I had to argue with. I
No.
still argue with
It was in Star Wars.
No, in Star Wars they just said in the
Mon Mothma
plan.
wasn't even in Star
In
Wars.
Star Wars they said the plans given to us by Princess Leia or something like that.
Or in this R2 unit, go extract it.
Yeah, the leader of the rebels in Star Wars was the guy in the white suit with the white beard.
Yeah, General John.
He was there in the last one too.
Dodonna.
Hey, did you guys notice Red Leader is the same dude, right?
Yep.
That's
Yep.
pretty cool.
And I think
Gold Leader.
people say Gold Leader too.
So was that archive footage or was that CGI too?
Shout out to Porkins.
I actually just read that they used some old footage
All right, cool.
in the scene there. So we're going to talk more about this next week. We have a guest on. We're not sure yet. That's a little bit into Star Wars. So when you find gents want to run through the chat, I'll see if we can get our bandmate back while you guys do that.
I got I've been keeping a list.
All right, cool, man.
All right, so we got Nida Wren, Chris G, who just picked up a beanie, Energon Addict, KJ Smith, Jason L, Breezy Fresh, Tiger Tracks, Raul. Raul, you have to share your secret for getting subscribers or whatever on Instagram. Masterpiece Ship Piece, Alexandre B, Anna from the Anna and Russ show there, and Mike H. By the way, Dust,
Thursday nights live on the Realm of Collectors YouTube channel.
I think you, Anna, and Masterpiece Ship Piece could share some Christmas horror stories based on what's going on in this chat. Mike H, Primal Samuth, Greg for Mercy popped in, Iron Claw, Lotus Stark, Minifig Collector, Dominic, and Ryan Vegentech, Michael G, Primacron, got a lot of people in here. Chatwing and them, Paul C, Paul S, Chuck, Studio J, our 500 subscriber winner, Bricking Bed.
Who already hit me up, by the way?
Oh, all right.
All right.
So it's official.
It's
done.
official. We have a winner.
All right, great.
Dulcar Toys and Stuff, and Justin L made it in right at the end.
Sweet. Nice group of gentlemen and lady. So let's do some where you ats real quick. Oh, look who just joined us, slid back in like a.
And you know what Darth Vader says to the other fucking guy? He's like, "Fuck this shit."
Dude, can you believe that Darth Maul came back?
Yeah, I can't believe it. He's like half a man that used to be.
Fucking
There's no way that dude came back and you motherfuckers gave it a 9.
He's half the man he used to be.
I can't believe that Jar Jar was in it so much. Okay,
Me
so
thinking just don't know what they're going to do with this movie.
you kept quiet really good there that whole time, Jess. So Brian Brink, why don't you tell everybody where you at?
You can find me at Brian Brink in the Facebook groups, Brinkalizer on Instagram, and soon to be back in a theater to see this movie again, I would think.
All right.
For a fourth time?
Third time.
Jaruz.
I am cadaver_11 on the PlayStation Network.
Dog.
I'm not even going to say Instagram because I'm not
Dog.
even there.
Fair enough.
Right
So,
now.
so Jisk, welcome back. Tell everybody where you're at.
You guys can catch me at Jabatron on Instagram and Facebook.
Dust Mites.
You could find me or I'm at or wherever you guys want to do nowadays at Dust Mites on Instagram. Eddie Dust Mites in the group. That's it.
James.
Instagram and YouTube Victory Saber 77.
And you can find me at Pinkerton on Instagram. That's PNKR10 and Christopher Pinkerton on Facebook because that's what my mama named me. And you can find Crashbox Customs at Crashbox Customs on Facebook and Instagram. Go ahead and grab you a chair and pull it up because you're more than welcome to be part of the Cool Table Network.
Booyah.
A group of like-minded podcasts featuring the likes of Toy Detox,
You change it up.
Shattercast Uncut, Nerd Rage Radio, Plastic Fanatics, Figa Bangin', Beer and Bolters 40K, Stasis Lock, 8 weeks. Shout out to our Cobra Law family, Dust, Nate, and Mitty. New music coming in 2017. Don't forget to send in your what's in the fucking box and shelf life videos too.
Enter the ROCmas at gmail.com.
You can find the Realm of Collectors on Twitter at Enter the ROC. Our Facebook group is Realm of Collectors.
Realm.
On Instagram, we're at Realm of Collectors.
Realm.
Our website is realmofcollectors.com.
Realm.
You can wander on the iTunes and give us a 5-star review because that's what all the cool kids at the table are doing.
Do it. Do it.
We have merchandise. We have ROC beanies like you people wanted.
My hat.
Yo, who's the 12 guys that didn't fucking?
Yeah, we actually have a dozen left.
I'm gonna go through that fucking one thread and find out the 12 motherfuckers that said yes, we want them, and they're not buying them.
12 rock hats waiting.
Yeah, I'm fucking with you guys. I'll find out who you are.
We've also still got we've got rock packs in 2X, 3X, and 4X, so it's $40 shipped. You get all the same stuff from TFCon, and it's shipped to your house. So it's basically the same price you would have paid if you would come. Don't forget we have a couple other groups out there around Sneaker Nerds. If you're into sneakers, and you remember the ROC, come look at us spinning over.
Called the Realm of Sneaker Nerds.
It certainly is.
Oh,
It certainly is. And then we've also got the ROC Way Less Challenge group. We're gonna gear up to do some stuff first of the year. I think we're
shout out to all you fat bastards.
it's
Currently no challenge going on.
yeah, we're all hibernating right now. So.
Everybody's waiting for the first of the month.
Yep.
It's the first of the month.
Listen, everybody, I hope you have a great Christmas holiday this weekend. It's a weird thing because it's on a Sunday and it's
Merry Christmas, everybody.
screwing up some of our PTO time and whatever, but hope everybody has a safe time with your family, friends. Be safe out there, and thank you for joining us tonight. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you were here with us, and we appreciate that. A little unbroadcasted hangout action here in about 20 minutes.
Hey, Chris. How about a little shout out to someone in our fams going through a rough time too. Tommy Barricade, as you know, he posted in the group he's having some hard times with his family. So thoughts and prayers and likes and shares for him. If you can, please.
No doubt.
Right on.
Word.
Wow. We're gonna end on a negative note.
And
Fuck you,
I
fuck
thought-
you,
I thought
fuck you,
Chris had
fuck you,
something else
fuck
to
you,
say.
fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
I thought Chris had something else to say.
Nope.
That's it.
Nothing else, huh?
That's it.
hang your stockings with
I
hope
feel
this
like
year.
Did we miss something?
I feel like we are. I don't know.
Wow.
Dude, I don't have the feeling that I'm just going to hate Star Wars.
Nah, just gonna love it. You're gonna
I'm
love it.
fucking worried about
You're
it
gonna
now.
love it, man.
Don't worry.
wanna-
You know what? I'll
The
fly
force
down
is with
tomorrow.
you,
I wanna
and
fly down-
and you are with the
I'm gonna
force.
fly down tomorrow and watch it with you.
Yeah, there we go.
We can hold hands.
Let's do it.
Don't
Sorry,
reach
Evan.
it. Don't reach all the way in the popcorn bucket.
Oh, no, that's fine.
Hey guys,
You went through all the trouble to put it there. You might as well touch it.
unbroadcasted hangout. Hit me up for the link. All right.
That's sweet.
Wow, that's a lot of silence. Holy shit.
Oh man, yo, Jisk, what are those bots doing behind you?
Which ones?
The Jetfire, yeah, the Jetfire.
They're all dabbing.